Hello and welcome to Footy Judge Mo. I know you guys have been waiting. I'm sorry, apologies. We've been waiting for guests and people. But listen, Liverpool showed Chelsea levels to be honest. But a lot of Chelsea fans saying that they were robbed. The game should have changed with that first penalty. And we'll talk about this. And Man City play Burnley. They are keeping within touching distance with Liverpool. Liverpool play Arsenal next Sunday. But we're here to talk about mainly the Liverpool game, mainly the Chelsea lot, the overrated players from Chelsea. Maybe overrated, maybe not. Maybe Pochettino should go. But listen, Conor Bradley, Trent has a competition for that place now. Trent has a competition. Darwin Núñez is missing a penalty, but who cares? 4-1. But I'm here with these guys. So hit that like. You guys are complaining, but nobody's liking the damn video. So like the damn video. If you're just walking in, if you're watching this in the replay, like the video first. And I'm here with a brilliant lot. And I want to thank each and every one of them. They're all friends. They're all guys here we're together here talking about the games. Thank you guys for everybody that joined us. Thank you, Rack, Mike, Winter Surfer, of course, and Muhammad Salah, of course, for joining us. We'll be joined by Hamza in a bit, guys. He's going to waffle about Man City and he's going to waffle about Liverpool and Arsenal and all the stuff. But listen, to be honest with you, the first one I want to hear from on this is Winter Surfer. It's not the Liverpool guys. I want to hear what Winter Surfer is thinking. What are you thinking now? Are you still buying into the players and the ownership and all this garbage and this young squad that has potential FC, as they say? Talk to me. How did you feel? Or you want to talk about the penalty, though?
I think the penalties are just a different matter altogether. Whether we would have won or not is still questionable, or whether we would have got anything is still questionable because of the way we played. I don't know what the tactics were overall. I blame the players and the manager for tonight. The senior players in the team are the worst players in the team. Thiago Silva, Sterling and Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell is a criminal, especially for that second goal. I don't know why he's in the midfield battling with Jota and leaving the space on the left. Sterling was ghosted and got dominated by a guy who looks like Tom Little. So, but like I said, I don't know the tactics. It was in the first half we played out from the back. The goalkeeper passed it to the centre backs, trying to get obviously Liverpool players to press higher. But we were so slow in passing, there was no point doing that tactic at all. And we never changed it whatsoever. In the second half, he made a few subs, put Mudryk on, put Gusto on, put Nkunku and Carney on. Looked a little bit better. But you said overrated players, but no one, unless you're talking about Chelsea fan base specifically, no other fan base rates these players, so they're not overrated to any other players, to any other fan base. But the problem is I don't know how good these players can be because I don't believe they're being coached by a good enough manager overall. He is failing at his job. He's failing. He's cut. Yeah. I don't know. It's so easy to motivate these guys. You're playing for cup final places. That's the motivation. That should be the motivation. I need to see performances to get you into this cup final team in 3 weeks' time. Because coming out of this game, Gusto, Cameo, and Nkunku and Petrovic are the only three you could say would deserve to be in that team. The rest do not deserve to be in that team currently as we stand. I just do not know the tactics. Keeps chopping and changing stuff every game. There's just no consistency whatsoever. But people go, oh, but he was dropped into it. He didn't know. No, he knew what he knew what was happening at this club. He chose. So basically, he's just a fraud. He defrauded people to get a job, and I don't mind that because you lie on anything to get a job.
Who did?
Poch. He defrauded people to get this job. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. And I got Hassam saying he's the third best manager in the league. Are you out of your mind? This man got out.
Hassam is catching strays without even being here.
He got out coached by Ten Hag, who's terrible this season. So how would he be the third best? But listen. People go. Listen. It was just a big mismatch. It was like I said. You don't go to Anfield and try and. I don't even like that. I don't know what we tried to do really. But you don't. Whatever he tried to do, you don't go to Anfield and do that. Even Pep learned not to go there and play his football at Anfield. Do you know what I mean? He changed his tactics. So We deserve to lose. There's no, like I said, Petrovic conceded 4, but none of them were his fault. He actually kept the score still embarrassing but respectable, if I can put it that
Andrew,
way.
did you want Poch? Did you want Poch, or who was your preferred?
My thing about this, I was open to the idea of Poch, but I think I'm the most disappointed in Poch because I expected more from him. That's why I think he's worse than Potter. That's why he's worse than Potter at this club, because I expected more and better from him. And even his comments, like, how are they supposed to? When you see his comments, no wonder the guys aren't motivated or inspired to do anything, because it's like he gives them an out all the time. He doesn't.
What was it? What did he say? I didn't see.
There's some. It was some abbreviation about, he usually comes out and says they tried their best, or it's some shit like that we heard last year. I just don't think. I don't know what.
Rather him say the players were terrible, we were shit. I mean,
no,
you want to kind of.
Well, the thing is though, he probably doesn't say that to them privately, so they don't get an effect of it about what happens. Because you sit on the pitch, the team reflects the manager, right? Team reflects the manager. That Liverpool team reflects Klopp to a T, right? Reflects him on the pitch. Pep's team reflects him on the pitch. The old Chelsea Mourinho teams, they reflected him on the pitch, battling no matter what, even if the sides on paper were better. But I go to the players as well. The players didn't step up.
I'm going to go to Mike. I'm going to go to Mike.
Was
Liverpool brilliant, or was Chelsea very, very poor? We were talking about this before the show.
They made us look poor.
I think that Liverpool, like Andrew just said, Liverpool made Chelsea look poor. Just look at the first 15 minutes of the game. I don't think Chelsea had the ball in our half for more than 10 seconds. We were utterly dominant. We were suffocating them. Alexis McAllister dominated the midfield. Enzo was a ghost. Caicedo was a ghost. Cole Palmer was a ghost. Raheem Sterling was a ghost. And I think that's just because defensively we were superb. I think that again, like the standout highlight has to be Connor Bradley. He was defensively excellent. He was amazing at winning the ball in Chelsea's final third. 2 assists, a brilliant goal. So I don't exactly think Chelsea did themselves any favors. I think Petrovic was good. He made a couple great saves, one against Curtis Jones, one against Harvey Elliott with his foot, one against Darwin Núñez that was deflected onto the post. So, I have to praise him a little bit, but ultimately I think that we just simply outclassed them. And to me, from the very beginning, I also have to say this, it just didn't look like Chelsea were up for it. Like the energy in the game, we were winning every loose ball. We were winning every 50-50. We wanted it more. The effort was there, right? And like those are the little intangible things that you see from different sides in games. And that's what makes a difference in a game like this, a game where Chelsea are fierce rivals. You have like Caicedo, who snubbed us for 116 million. He should be coming here and thinking to himself, I have to play the game of my life, not let some 20-year-old stand up my entire team and basically shit on us, right? Ultimately, I just didn't see the effort from Chelsea, except for Nkunku. Like that finish, brilliant. Like the goal that he scored, fantastic. But other than that, 30 seconds, which is because we made a substitution. We brought on 4 players, which means that the energy dipped because the whole dynamic of the team changed, and Chelsea took advantage of that. Outside of those 30 seconds, we dominated the other 95 and a half minutes of the game. And I think that you can make that argument, but you can also say that Liverpool were the reason why Chelsea looked so poor.
I want to ask Rack something here. And I want everybody, before I ask Rack, I want everybody in the chat to tell me, it's a yes or no question. Do you think Chelsea should have had a penalty in the first half? Absolutely. Yes or no question. In the chat, there is over 200 people here. Like the video, but also answer me. It's a yes or no question. Do you believe Chelsea should have had a penalty in the first half? Yes, if you think Chelsea should have had a penalty. No, I want to see 200 comments, right? And Rack, first of all, do you think it was a penalty?
If it happened against me, I would have won. If it happened against me, if it happened, then I would want it to be given as a penalty. So yeah, I think it was a penalty. Even though I don't necessarily think there was that much contact, I think the contact there was critical in him going down. Yeah, it was for me. It was a penalty.
At least one of them should have been a penalty.
Okay, Salah, the question to you then: do you believe the game would have changed if Chelsea would have given this penalty?
I think
you think the momentum could have changed, the energy in the stadium, the belief?
I think two things can be right. I think two things can be true. I think the referee had a poor game, but Liverpool was still a significantly better team. Even if, say, hypothetically, Chelsea go 1-0 up, even despite that penalty, momentum or not, Liverpool are still the significantly better team. They're just 1-0 down instead of it
has
being
nothing to do with football. Doesn't work like this.
But we also can't predict this. We can't say let's go back and then see what do you think would have happened. Like, it's hypothetical.
You asked me a question. The question to me was, do you think that changes the game? And I'm telling you no. And then you're telling me that's not how football works. Don't ask me the question then. You know what I'm trying to say? You asked me, would it change anything? I'm telling you no, it wouldn't change anything. I'm saying the only thing it changes is the scoreboard. And instead of it being 2-0 at halftime, it's 2-1 because Liverpool was still significantly the better team. I think the second penalty could change something because it's 3-1 and then you make it 3-2 with 10 minutes to go. That could change something because now Liverpool are a bit nervous that they're going to let go of a 3-0 lead and Chelsea have scored 2 goals. The confidence is up. That may change something, but I don't think the first one changes much in my opinion.
I don't know what Hamza wants to say about this. Did you see the penalty against Liverpool, Hamza?
The Liverpool penalty or the
Chelsea penalty? Chelsea in the first half. Did you see it?
They had a penalty.
No, they didn't. But everybody's saying they were supposed to have a penalty.
Yeah, I know Chelsea should. And then Kunku one. No.
The one in the first half when it was 0-0.
Conor Gallagher.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Listen, I actually think.
Hamza's going to start now. Hamza's going to start now.
No, Mo, did you like another match?
What do we do?
Hamza's going to start.
Well, the thing is, I swear, this is true. Ask anyone in the UK. I swear, ask anyone. I can bring you Crystal Palace fan. Ask anyone who are the team that gets favored. Like literally, we have to apologize. We have to do this because they're so nice. They're so
brilliant, Mo.
You're brilliant. Cry.
You are brilliant.
I'm not even going to entertain that. That is the most ridiculous statement I've ever heard. We've been screwed out of 12 points. What are you talking about? We got screwed at Tottenham. We got screwed at Brighton. We got screwed against Arsenal. I've had 10 apologies. What are you smoking? I've had 10 apologies.
Apologize, whatever.
We made the referee quit.
We've never received any. I've never received an apology.
You know the crazy thing is, Hamza.
They have to apologize
because you didn't deserve an apology.
You cry so much.
No. You know what the craziest thing is.
I'm sorry. And when
Hamza, I kind of agree with you. You know why? It's because when Liverpool don't get a decision.
VAR was named after them. We don't mock them. We inside
our heart. Let him go. You're never
everyone tells you will never get a decision at Anfield. It's a well-known statement.
Right.
More. How many times do people say that? You'll never get a decision at Anfield. Why?
Are you just forgetting Rodri's handball at Everton? Are you just going to throw that out the window? Like how many times?
I can count so many. How many times do you get away with? You're criminals.
I've been docked 12 points.
You've got to be blind. You've got to be blind not to accept that Liverpool do get favorable decisions at Anfield. You've got to be blind.
Okay, but City get favorable decision at the Etihad. Spurs get favorable decision at Tottenham.
I don't think anyone gets many. And you know what the crazy thing is?
You count out people. Okay. You know we don't count
Rack. One second. The crazy.
Oh my days.
And you know what the craziest thing is, right?
I love Liverpool, but
do you know what the craziest thing is? Every team gets decisions for them and against them. But it's when Liverpool get decisions against them that you guys blow it so out. Everyone gets decisions against them. Every team loses points based on decisions. It's just Liverpool fans don't shut up about it. You know what I'm trying to say? It's always the world against Liverpool.
No one says you have to be quiet. No one says you have to be quiet.
Everyone gets decisions against them
or for them. But what are we saying? Are we saying that influences the online discussions and the online vitriol or whatever? Are we saying that is affecting the referees? Is that what we're saying? What is that? Why is it happening? Why, if this is true, then why is it happening?
You know one thing, I'll give you credit. You got your fan base who apply to be podcaster, media reporters. They're all all your ex-players become pundits. All your players got told
We don't apply. There's no
Your
job application.
ex-player-
Shit, Hamza, crash
What are you talking about? Micah Richards runs the Champions League roundtable.
Richards. I don't have anyone. But you guys, Alan Hansen was there. We grew up watching Mark.
Alan retired.
Alan Hansen. They retired. They were replaced by Liverpool guys.
What is that kind of argument? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say because Liverpool have too many pundits, we get favorable decisions?
What was the common Mourinho saying? He said Chelsea need to get their players in the punditry when they retire. He said.
So where are they? Where are they?
Maybe they all just suck at talking football. I don't know.
No, we don't get given equal. It's not equal playing field. I'll give you that.
Liverpool is the darling of the Premier League, to be fair.
Well, I swear I'm jealous of that. I am jealous of that. I dare you make a mistake against Liverpool. In England, in Europe, you'll get away with it. Don't worry. Europe, you can cheat because they're European referee. They don't care. They're going back to Hungary. They're going to Turkey. They don't care. They don't understand. I dare you from England. Dare you cheat Liverpool. Your job is on the line.
We already have been cheated. We've been cheated 4 times this season. Like, what are you talking about?
Hamza, when you just said that, you said your job's on the line. Wait, has anyone ever lost their job?
The next day, Monday, I didn't even get to work.
You might as well send.
He was sent to the Championship for 1 game, and then he immediately returned to the Premier League. Like, what are you talking about? and also, he messed up. He messed up in that game too. He called a bullshit penalty in that Championship game, and then returned to the Premier League.
How many referee wants to
return for a Chelsea game as well?
Can I say something? Can I say something? Do you know what the craziest thing is? Sorry, I don't know, but the Liverpool fan in the top corner, what's his name?
Mike.
I know, right? Mike. You see, you know what the
stat.
craziest thing is about you Liverpool fans? Every single decision, you guys have it printed and it's on your wall somewhere. You remember every.
No one's saying that you have to be quiet, though.
You guys lose. You guys are right.
Guys, don't speak over each other, please. Please, guys.
One second. No one else thinks about the decisions against them as much as you guys. You guys do so much, and yeah, maybe that is the media pressure that gets to these referees. But at the same time, decisions go for and against everyone. If you look at it over the course of like 2 or 3 years, if you look at it over the course of 2 or 3 seasons, it balances out for everyone. No one's getting more favorable or less favorable decisions. I'm saying more or less, right? But
I disagree.
It's not an exact science. It's not an exact science.
I was doing a watch along 75th minute. Wallahi, I logged off. Wallahi, I said I'm gone. Now I'm tired. I finished my game. I said, let me watch Liverpool. Wallahi, I said no, I'm not watching it. Wallahi, let me go on. I had a banana and rice. Wallahi, I said let me enjoy at least banana and rice. I can swallow.
What are you talking about?
I was in pain. Wallahi,
Mo.
I'm not doing watch along against Liverpool. Wallahi, it's painful, man. That's my first.
Okay, listen.
I don't know, bro. I was getting angry on their players. I couldn't believe the decision they're getting. I was getting angry on Chelsea player. And Chelsea let me down. Wallahi, they let me down. I was like, bro, do me a favor, man. At least fight for pride, man. Like,
that's can I give you some advice?
No.
Can I give you some advice?
Conor Bradley. There's a boy called.
Let him finish.
Don't you dare talk bad about Conor Bradley. Don't even think about saying a single negative inkling about that absolute Northern Irish gem. I don't even want to hear it. Don't even think it. Don't even fathom it. It's a thought. Throw it away.
Clark, Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, and Conor Bradley played against you. Your 1 billion project.
They beat Arsenal too. What are you talking about?
How dare you? How dare you lose a game 4-1 when they're on the pitch? That is a disgrace. And the fact that these Chelsea fans come out and say, oh, you know, Pochettino's the reason. Oh, you know.
To be fair, they scored 3 before they came on.
Have some shame. Conor Bradley used to play for Bolton Wanderers last year. He got man at the match against your 1 billion squad. And credit to Liverpool.
Like in Chelsea now? Did he move to Chelsea now? What is happening here?
That was seamless. That was seamless. But one minute I thought he was going to crash on us, and all of a sudden he's...
First of all, you undid your argument by the way you're praising those Liverpool players because they actually have a coach. So you saying, oh, don't blame Poch, you actually undo your argument right there. Second of all, if you're betting on Chelsea this season, that's on you, not us. We already know we're terrible. Yeah, that's on you. So really, that's all I can advise.
Hold on.
Why are you so mad for? Why are you holding your head? I don't get it. You won
3-1.
He's crying. What happened,
what are you talking about? I just want to respond to Mo Salah real quick because you were talking about how we're loud. My response to that is going to be very simple. When things go badly for your team, no one's telling you to shut up. Like, you don't have to be quiet. You can be loud. You
No,
can
but
complain.
you
You can
understand-
criticize,
no, but we
and
under- no, but I'm
we
saying
we simply
generally-
choose to exercise our right to do so more than
No, I'm
others.
saying
If you
because
want to complain,
generally
complain.
You understand after about a couple of days, you realize it happens. Like, it's just you can't do anything about it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Which
Like,
is fine.
it's how football
You know
is.
what? You're right. Chelsea can't do a damn thing about the penalty, so we should just forget it because it didn't
Oh,
happen.
let
It's
me
already
let me
done.
point this out right now. I'm hoping this happens in the reverse in the cup final, and I'll be shameless about it.
That's
You know
fine.
I'm complaining now, and I'll be shameless about it.
I
That's what
dare
it is.
you. I dare you. I promise you. I dare you. I promise that I will dare you.
Yeah.
You will not get any decision against Liverpool. You know
Oh.
one thing? Let me tell you.
I was
Oh,
saying
here
that
comes
no,
the
no,
agenda.
right.
Come
No,
on,
no,
come on,
don't,
come on,
don't.
Hamza. Bring the agenda.
it's a neutral ground.
Don't.
It's a neutral
Listen,
ground.
And,
It's a
and you know
neutral
what? Listen, it's our let me tell you, it's our fault. Because let me tell you about Chelsea players. You know what you do? You surround the referee from beginning. You pressurize him. You put him under pressure.
No, that is not what you do.
Why are you not fighting for penalty?
No, but
Why are you
but the
not
thing,
making
no.
dance
You
and
see,
shit?
you see what's
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
Hamza,
See
you
what's
completely
happened?
Bro,
turned this
Hang
shit
on.
I
upside
will
down.
get
You know?
on the referee
Let's
on
talk
the.
about the game.
Hang on.
Bro, I'm
See
angry
what's
because
happened this season.
Why are you angry? You didn't even know what we were talking
know I
about before
won
you
that
came.
game,
We
but
just told you you
bro,
got
at
angry,
least-
bro.
No, he's
Relax.
just
But the
being
thing
angry
is,
because
Hamza,
he's just angry because he's
saying-
angry.
You're saying surround the referee. They book people for that now. So that's why you're not getting that against.
The Man City
They are
way.
booking people for that now. Okay? Caicedo got booked literally for shaking his fist at the ground like that. He didn't get booked for a tackle today. He got booked for his reaction.
Well, he
They
screamed
are
at the
booking
referee, but
for minute little things now. So players running up from 20 yards like they used to do, you are going to get booked.
I
They're
mean,
booking
to
for
be
way
fair,
more
only
than
But
Chelsea
was
fans were
it
getting
a
booked
penalty,
today.
the Conor
Liverpool
Gallagher?
fans-
I wanna ask you.
How many Liverpool players even got booked today? Like Chelsea,
I
it
wasn't
seemed
paying.
like
I was
every
just
single-
Konate.
I
Remember, only
every
Konate.
single decision was going
Only
against Chelsea.
Konate
If we're being honest,
we didn't
I
deserve
don't
cards
know.
though. So I
But
don't
then
know.
two things can be correct.
There was
Refereeing
never any
could have been-
shocking.
could
There was
have been
never any
one way,
shocking decision
but
against
were a better
Liverpool
team.
for them
I mean,
to
let's talk
surround
about
the ref.
the game and
Yeah, I don't really take this away. The referee.
Hey,
Really,
Chelsea were bad,
listen,
man. Chelsea
Yeah,
are a
exactly.
disgrace.
I mean,
Let-
Chelsea
let- let-
is
let-
not good, isn't it? That's
Chelsea,
just how it is.
you're a disgrace. I'll tell you that straight up. Yeah, I swear. And I've said it before. Every single I say, you're so bad. Like, it's so shameful. Who came up with this project? Like, literally, who made? You think that this is a kid's primary school? Like, who came up with the project of giving 8-year contract to guys who are now stuck? Look at your players, how bad they were. They're now stuck for you for 8 years. Ask yourself this, yeah? How do you solve this issue? Your defense is bad. Bad.
Ironic because the defense is actually better last season under Potter.
Disasi is useless. I've seen the guy's not comfortable.
I'm not having your agenda against the Sassy because you're wrong.
But the
he's
Sheila
been-
is Disasi is bad. Listen,
The Sassy's been better than Thiago
standards
Silva
this
this season.
Disasi wasn't just Disasi was not that
Sassy
poor
wasn't
today.
at fault for
Bro,
anything today.
Disasi
Disasi
and
was
That's
okay.
why I know you
Badiashile
didn't
are
watch
not
it.
good enough. I'm
I
telling
know
you.
you-
Badiashile was
agenda.
horrendous.
Badiashile
Badiashile was
is
horrendous.
yeah, but hold on.
Horrendous.
But 1 second. Badiashile was expected to be this centre back that when he
Right.
comes back with Thiago Silva, they were supposed to elevate Chelsea. This is what I had from Chelsea fans.
Right.
This is what I had from Chelsea
Yeah,
fans.
but that's not happened though.
Badiashile and Thiago Silva were starting because Fofana was out.
Ask yourself a question.
Badiashile's come back.
Ask yourself a
Badiashile-
question.
This is Liverpool.
Ask yourself
team
this
without-
question: how come Badiashile was playing so well under Potter, but not under
And the
Potter?
Potter, how so Badiashile was that
We weren't
exceptional
defending
under
this badly under Potter. We couldn't score under Potter.
Did you
That's
see
the
the
problem.
positioning? Did you see the positioning on the third goal of
Yeah. He
let
Badiashile?
go-
Connor Bradley had
he let go.
80 yards. He had
Yeah.
80 yards of
Bro,
space.
even the first goal was like 100% his fault. How do
Bro, he
you
let
let
Jota ran
Jota
in.
get between
Well, that's
three
him and
like
Thiago Silva. That's him and
crazy.
Thiago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Silva.
that's broken,
Thiago
that's
Silva
broken.
was poor on that.
Bro, I'm
Thiago
burning.
Silva's
Wallahi,
been
I'm
one of
burning.
the worst defenders in the league this season.
But,
Bro,
but
I'm
can I
burning.
defend
Jota.
Poch
He
for
never
a
gets
second?
any
Can I
criticism. Never gets any criticism. He's
Surfer,
protected.
can I try and defend Poch for a second? Fair enough.
Please try, because I'd like to see it.
I'll try. Fair enough that there wasn't a real identity or a way you're playing or whatever, but it's not Pochettino's fault that you guys are misplacing so many passes and players can't seem to control the ball and you're losing the ball so easily. That's not on Pochettino. I feel like, and also another thing is Chelsea was second to every single ball. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It was more of an effort thing. There was so many other things that went into that game rather than just Pochettino. You know what I'm trying to say? I feel like the effort just wasn't there. The effort just wasn't there.
This is so boring what I'm about to say. I've said it all this year. This season in particular, and Mike's going to be bored by this, I've said it so many times. We are seeing how important coaching is this season. It's not about being an elite manager with a name. We're seeing it from the likes of Gary O'Neill, the guy at Bournemouth, etc., etc. It's about coaching, okay? It's arguable, with the exception of Cole Palmer, that everyone at this club has gone backwards under Poch. Everyone, okay? And for people, rival fans, to try and tell me, I'm not saying, well, it's more Hamza really, because he's just got this agenda, that we shouldn't blame Poch. Now, I'll blame the owners for hiring Poch and the directors and going to pivot him from their summer 22 when they bought experienced players to buying inexperienced players. But it's arguable that also in this squad, the experienced players are the worst players in this squad. We saw it today. Thiago Silva, Sterling, and Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell was arguably one of the worst. That is one of the worst performances. And Ben Chilwell's had a lot of bad performances, but it's arguably one of the worst first half of 45 minutes I've ever seen in my life. So to say that we shouldn't really get on Poch and go straight to the owners or something like that, I'm just not having it whatsoever. We've seen it this season. It's a coaching league. We've seen it with Unai Emery at Villa. Okay, he's going for a bad time. We saw it with Howe. He's going for a bad time. But we see how long they're doing it. We see it with Klopp. He's bringing these youngsters on. No one heard of Conor Bradley a month, no rival fan heard of Conor Bradley a month ago. Do you know what I mean? Look what he's coming in and just done. He's coming in. He looked like he's been playing Premier League football for 5 years, constantly. That's what he looks like. And that's what a manager can do. Harvey Elliott, no one really rates.
knows.
Look what Curtis Jones is doing now.
Yes,
Curtis Jones was rated 2 years
I don't even
ago.
like this.
Curtis Jones now.
I'm here for banter.
That's
But listen,
fine.
I actually
No,
want to
he
move on
is.
from Chelsea, and I want to speak a little bit. So the people that said, listen, guys, about 400 people here, and we aren't even on 150, like that's fraudulent, like the referee today. So hit that like button, people. At least get us to 200 likes.
Backstabbing us.
Get us. To be honest, let's just speak about the game because people are upset. Here comes the agenda. Here comes. Prepare yourself. Liverpool have so much depth that a lot of Liverpool fans cry, but you have a team. I'm looking at it now. Now I'm looking at it. I didn't know that before the season. I
Yeah, you
didn't
didn't
know
know
that
that. Well,
Curtis
like that's a
Jones.
joke.
Let
The fact
me
that we do
speak.
not know- Come on.
Look, he's got the hammer.
I wanted to say a couple of words. Wallahi, Hamza. Just give me a couple of words. I didn't say anything for 20 minutes. Liverpool, I didn't know. Like, I rated Curtis Jones, but I didn't know that he can do that good. And Chelsea they are a bad team, but again, some of these players they're supposed to be good players on paper, and they made them look average. Konate, one of the things that he improved today was long passing, and we have to speak about that. A lot of people said
Not just
Konate
today,
cannot
not
pass
just
the
today.
ball.
I never doubted
just
it.
today.
But not today, but
I never
lately
doubted
he
it.
has improved.
No,
Right?
he's
He
been
has
improving.
improved.
Are we just going to
Massively.
forget the World Cup
Wait.
final?
What?
I said, are we just going to forget the ball he played at the World Cup final?
I don't remember the ball he played in the World Cup final. I'm talking about his time at Liverpool.
Okay.
I don't. I actually don't. Mike,
That's fine.
I literally don't. I remember every ball that he played good ball in the World Cup final. Okay, good for him.
Well,
Enzo
I mean,
Fernandez was fantastic.
well, no,
in the World
it
Cup.
was in the 90.
Okay.
It was in the 95th minute, and Emi Martinez made
I'm
the
landing
made
to
the
let you
save.
talk, Mike. You unwrap. I'm landing to let you talk.
I'm sorry.
Okay?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know that Conor Bradley existed. I had no idea that Gomez can play that well at left back. Credit to Jurgen Klopp. Right? Credit to Jurgen Klopp. He's utilizing the people he has. Look at Diogo Jota. Look at even Darwin Núñez playing today. The movement, the guy is developing by the game. I'm about to change my opinion. I still think his finishing is off, but I think he's developing by the game. So I'm going to give him credit when credit is due. So why are Liverpool fans? They are 2 points ahead of Manchester City. They will host Manchester City at their ground. Why are they not favorites to win the title?
Because it's the second half of the season and Manchester City have already activated. That's why. And that's the reality of it.
But Liverpool have a history of winning multiple games in a row. The fact that they lost, the fact that they lost the league by 1 point before proves that they can go toe to toe with City. They did it 3 times.
Yes,
already.
No, it's true. We can go, but there's a difference between saying that. Can we go toe to toe with City? Yes.
Okay.
Are we the favourites? That's a different stage.
But you're ahead of them. Okay. Are you the same? Do you have the same percentage, the same chances as Manchester City now?
Nah,
Yes.
No,
I don't think so.
I want to.
Look,
Okay, see people say no.
I
and
think
people say yes.
No, I think look, there's a couple of unknowns, right? Liverpool, this Liverpool 2.0, it's getting better. Like if you look at the start of this season, we were nowhere near as composed. I think there may well have been a hangover from last season. Maybe last season had an effect confidence-wise and all that kind of stuff. But we are playing. We're much more solid defensively now. Konate has obviously matured. Van Dijk had a bit of a shaky season. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm not going to criticize Van Dijk too heavily, but because there was so much chaos last season. Yeah, look, we're just playing much better, and we're back to not the same level we were at our peak, because I think that was a different level, but we are closer to that. We're close to that capacity. City last season proved how exceptional they are as a team. They have lost some key players, so there is a question mark there. Are they quite as strong as last season? Have they got deficiencies? Could, something may happen. Maybe KDB gets another injury or
Bro, I
something.
don't know what it
Haaland,
is with Manchester
or
City.
Silva or something. Yeah.
I don't know what it is
So
with
I
Manchester
don't-
City in the second half of the season. Bro, I was watching Matthias Nunes today, and even he looks like he couldn't even get into the team at the start of the first half of the season. I don't know what switch they flick when it gets to January. Even Matthias Nunes looks like a completely different player. He's doing little shimmies.
Bro, they
He's
were
getting
playing
assists.
Burnley, bro. They were playing
No,
Burnley.
no. But bro, you're forgetting they played all of these games in the first half of the season. He couldn't get onto the pitch. And when he did get onto the pitch, he looked completely lost regardless of who they were playing. I'm saying Man City just look like a completely different team every time it gets to January. Kevin De Bruyne's just come back. And he looks like he hasn't even. Do you know how when people play comeback from injury, you're expecting them to have a little bit of a time to get?
Yes.
He's coming back and he's already Kevin De Bruyne. Haaland's just come back from injury. They just look like. I mean, Man City from January onwards. That's why it's so difficult to take the favorite title away from Manchester City, because we've seen it so many times. Are Liverpool incredible? Absolutely. Like Liverpool look so much better than they did at the start of the season, as Rackers wonderfully said. But it's just the Manchester City factor. If Man City weren't involved and it was Arsenal versus Liverpool, Liverpool would be the runaway favourites. I don't think Arsenal can catch Liverpool. But it's just this Man City. We've seen it too many times, in my opinion.
Before I let Hamza talk about this, I want Mike Dassa, who said yes. Why do you think you're favorites to win the title?
No, you said.
Okay, why do you think you have the same chance as Man City?
Okay, so I don't think it's fair to say that we're favorites because City have won 3 straight and they won the treble last season. So if we're just going to go based on history, it's City's title to lose, it's City's record to break, and it's City at the top of the mountain, not Liverpool, not to mention where we were last season compared to where we are now. If I have it correct, I believe we're 13 points off of where we finished last. I'm sorry. I think we're 15 points on where we finished off last season, and we have more than 15 games left to go, which is just ridiculous in terms of a season-to-season improvement, which would, again, only further go to the statement that no one was expecting us to be here. Therefore, how could we be seen as the favorites? I think you could make the argument that the percentage could be equal because if we continue to play the way we are playing, we will outscore everyone we play. It's that simple. How many games this season have we had 20 plus shots? And how many other teams can you say have done that outside of Manchester City? I mean, time after time again. Today could have been 7-1 if Darwin Núñez didn't hit the post 4 times. Even if one of those goes in, 5-1, that's still a ridiculous scoreline. And again, we can continue to do this if we continue to play this way. And now we're going to be facing a new problem because we had to make up for the fact that people were leaving in January, and now the guys are playing so well. I don't even want Endo to be slid back into this team. To be honest, I want Connor Bradley on Sunday. I don't want Trent starting on Sunday. I want Connor Bradley there. So it's like a lot is up in the air, and a lot is left up to interpretation. And ultimately, City are at the pinnacle of English football, and we all know what they can do. And it's their title, and it's their record, and so it's our job to break them down. So I think that you could say that we're equal, but I under no circumstance will I entertain the argument that Liverpool are favorites, because the simple fact of the matter is we are where no one expected us to be. Therefore, we cannot be seen as the people at the top of the mountain, if that makes sense.
Can I
That's
ask?
very
So
respectable.
before
I may change
very respectable.
I may change my mind.
All right.
Even now, this is also how much I respect City as a football team, right? If we beat City, and we stretch it to well,
Then we're
'cause
favourites.
Technically, I think we're 5. I think we're 5 points ahead, but they have a game in hand. So
No, but you can't say
City
that.
being
Raj.
City, you would expect.
You can't say that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't. I can say anything.
I'll tell you why
Um,
you can. No, I mean,
I just
didn't
okay.
say anything for him not to be able
It's
to say
just
it. What are you
swirling.
doing, Mo? Relax. Let him
Okay,
finish.
hold on,
He didn't
Rex.
say anything.
I
It's
respectfully
just
disagree
swirling.
with you, Rex.
What are you
The
disagreeing
reason
with? He
why
didn't say anything. No, Mo, what are you
I
disagreeing with?
respect. I'm gonna explain.
He didn't say
Are you gonna
anything.
let me talk?
No, because you didn't let him
Are you
talk.
gonna let me
For
talk?
fuck's sake, let him talk.
Can I talk? For fuck's sake!
Can I
Can I
just
fucking talk?
can I say one thing, please?
Can I
No,
talk?
Mo, what are you disagreeing with? Rag didn't even make his point. You're
He
saying
did.
I
He
disagree.
did.
What are you
He
disagreeing
did.
with?
He did. I will say we are favorites if we win against City. I
If we
will
go
say that's
undefeated.
unfair. The reason why it's unfair, the reason why I think it's unfair, because City are coming to your ground. And if you reach that point already 2 points ahead of them, that means you played a lot of games. You already played 29 games. Reaching that point with 2 points ahead of City, you already proved that you should be winning against City, not the other way around. Not the other way.
The-
Did you see my point?
Mo,
It's not circumstance
two
that you will
seasons
reach
ago,
that game.
two seasons ago, we went to Manchester City. I think there were like 6 or 7 games left. We went to Manchester City and we got a draw from that game. I went to that game. I paid £250 or something for a ticket. Went all the way up to City, hoping we would go to Etihad and get the result. And so I can't remember if City were top of the league. I think we were top of the league at that point. But you can't take these things for granted just because they come to. We're favourites in that game, yes, because we're at Anfield. But City have proven it time and time again. And what I need for me to say Liverpool are favourites, I need a cushion. I need a comfort blanket. I need something. I need some distance between me and City. And then at that point, I will say we're now favourites. And that's my comfort blanket. That's my gap.
All right. Before Hamza goes, I'm gonna say
Hamza, would you agree? Hamza,
before Hamza goes, I want to say one statement.
I'm going to start. I'm going to take over hosting. Just wait.
All right, go ahead.
Hamza, do you agree? Don't do that. Do you agree if Liverpool and when Liverpool and City play, if Liverpool beat you at Anfield, do you think at that point Liverpool become favourites?
I don't know. From start of the season, I've always said like Liverpool are dangerous and they can win the league. And a lot of Liverpool fans doubted it. They laughed at me.
I doubted it. I doubted it.
I said it
of course, yeah.
I said it. Check the Psalm stream from beginning. I said Liverpool are my threat, and I said it because Klopp is dangerous, man. Like City were naive this summer, and MCFC protocol, who's down there, has to apologize to me because he was happy with the squad. And the reason why we're in this position is because of silly little mistakes we've made against Chelsea 4-4, Crystal Palace 2-2. Bro, you drop those kind of points, man. We will never have dropped this with elite squad. We don't. We will thump. We don't draw 3-3 to Tottenham. With who did they have at the back? Ben Davies and Emerson Royale. What the hell? Like literally, have some shame. Like literally, what's going on? Like we
Hamza,
messed
do you
up.
realize that Liverpool won today without
No,
strengthening
that's-
on the pitch?
I've always
Salah is injured and Robertson didn't start,
and that's
and
what I
they
said.
dominated. That's when people
It's
say
not-
Liverpool have a thin squad.
They have a big
You
squad.
still have Konza in the back. Robertson is to come back. Simic
Bro,
is
they've
to
got a
come
big
back.
squad.
I am praising Liverpool, but Liverpool fans don't want the praise. You guys want to do the underdog. You guys want to do the Hamza story. We're underdog when he played Inter.
Yeah.
You guys want to do Hamza.
People were playing on Liverpool.
What?
People were playing on Liverpool for this season, and now they're starting to realize they're changing the narrative. But listen, look who's at the top. Klopp. Klopp's no joke. Klopp's won league titles in different countries. He's won it in England. He's challenged Pep to the end. So these guys are two winners. They'll push each other. I expect the key thing to us to maintain. I want to keep up with Liverpool because the thing that makes Liverpool a bit favorites, I tell you why. Guess what? And I said it this statement. They're playing Europa League. You know that Europa League? It's a joke. I don't respect it. I don't watch it. I never watch Europa League. No disrespect to Europa League. I don't watch Europa League. I don't know. But teams that are there, bro. Lens, Galatasaray, Karabakh, Roma, Shakhtar Donetsk, Sparta Praha. Bro, look at the Rangers, Villarreal, Brighton, Atlanta. Oh my God. Like, this is mad. Like, Liverpool can decide, we're playing Mo Salah, you're not playing Europa League. We're waiting on Saturday. Just relax and wait on Saturday. They can do that. I can't afford to do that. Once I'm done on Copenhagen, I have to pray. I have to pray I get Porto. I have to play, I get a weak team again. Because
Most of the time your prayers get answered. What are you talking about?
March. Wallahi, the Man City have got a tough game. I have to go Liverpool away. I have to go Brighton away. I have to play Arsenal.
Brighton just got knocked 4-0 to
Real
Luton.
Madrid or Bayern Munich. Wallahi, at least I will not sleep. I will be going every 3 days. I need to wake myself up and think, I'm tired of this stress. And City have done this to themselves. City have done this to themselves. City are themselves to blame. It's not Liverpool special. You don't do that. And now we have to manage our squad. We have to pray Stones doesn't get injured. KDB doesn't get injured. Rodri doesn't get injured. Haaland stays fit. So we have to rotate them. And Nunes has to play well. Because March is war. March is war. February, I'm expecting every point. March, we have to go war. Because Liverpool, you cannot give Klopp a head start. Because if he beats us
But
in
he has a
Anfield,
head start.
he's got a head start. We must beat
If they
Brentford
beat
away.
Arsenal, they have a good run until they play Man
I-
City
I-
at home. That's why
I
I'm
think
not,
they
I
lose.
don't get this.
I think they lose to Arsenal. Mark
You
my
think
words.
if they lose to
Yeah.
Arsenal, I'll change my
I
opinion.
I tell you
But
why
I
they lose
don't
to
see
Arsenal.
them losing to Arsenal.
No,
I
they're
don't.
losing to Arsenal. Fact.
I
tell
don't
you
see
that.
them losing to
I
Arsenal.
tell you, they're losing to Arsenal. I tell you why they're losing to Arsenal.
So then, how are you going to sit here and say that we're even in the
No,
conversation
I
for
tell you why
favorites if
you
you're losing to
Predict
Arsenal?
yourself.
I tell you why you lose to Arsenal. I tell you why you lose to
Hey,
Arsenal.
Mike,
Tell me.
Hamza will disprove
It's not
himself
because
3 times before he gets to his
It's not your
conclusion.
bad. It's
He
not
will
your bad.
disprove himself 3 times.
No,
By the
it's not
time
your
this
bad.
dialogue is
thing
done, he's argued with himself 3 different times.
No.
He's made 3 different opinions for the same point.
No, I know they're dangerous.
First,
Not
Liverpool are
Arsenal,
favourites.
Arsenal.
Then Liverpool will lose to Arsenal. If
No,
Klopp
they'll
gets
lose to
head
Arsenal.
start,
I'll tell you
there's
why.
already 3 different points.
We're
that are completely
dangerous.
contradictory to
We're
each other.
dangerous, but we're
Oh.
also losing to Arsenal. Got you.
No, you're losing to Arsenal.
Before you do that,
Okay.
can I do
No,
before you
I
do
tell
that,
you
guys,
why.
But then
about
you can't
400
give Klopp a
guys,
head
I'm
start at the
finished.
same time.
Before you do that, I'm gonna let you finish. Guys, 450 of you here, and we aren't even on 200 likes. The only way this community is gonna grow. Listen, this is a brilliant stream. Look at how much fun we're having. I know you are entertained. The like button is underneath your live chat. Don't forget it. It doesn't cost you a penny, right? Hit that like button underneath your live chat. Come on, people. You're entertained. So like the damn video. Come on. Go ahead, Hamza. Why they're losing to
They're
Arsenal?
losing to Arsenal. Fact. And I
Guys,
put my
right
I
here.
guarantee you they're losing to Arsenal. I'm
Opinion.
so confident. I'm not 99. I'm 100%. I tell you why they'll lose to Arsenal.
100%.
It's
Enlighten
not
me,
because
please.
Liverpool are bad. It's not Liverpool bad. Because the way they beat Arsenal was so painful, Arsenal have to beat them now. Now
Like it.
Arsenal are thrived. They've
Absolutely
lost to
does.
they drew to Liverpool and
That's
fair
a
away in
fact.
Anfield, and they lost to them the FA Cup. Arsenal are gonna come at Liverpool. Mark my words.
And you're right.
Remember
We're
I
just
said it.
we're just
They're
gonna roll
beaten.
over. We're just
That
gonna
one
roll
is the
over.
game
They're
You're
that
right.
just gonna roll
that one-
over to Arsenal. You
that
know what I
one-
mean?
Exactly.
I'll
I'm
be-
sorry,
I'll
guys.
be
You guys,
so
we
shocked to get
beat you in
draw.
the FA Cup. My bad.
No,
Here we go.
I'll be so
Give it
shocked
to
to
me.
get a draw. There's no way you're beating Arsenal on Saturday at Emirates because that stadium will be rocking. Remember Anfield's rocks? That stadium.
Emirates rocking?
ready so you don't sleep.
The
Get
Emirates.
ready
Who's this
on
coffee
Saturday.
guy?
What?
Is it Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday. Super
Hamza?
Sunday. Super
Hamza?
Sunday.
When we-
Someone
Hamza,
said in the
when
comments, by the way, Hamza only talks like this when he's scared. He's scared of
Yeah.
Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp right now. He only talks. You know when Hamza starts speaking at 20 miles an
You're
hour,
not being
he
Arsenal.
starts saying
So
bare
we'll see.
different words. He sounds so
No,
rattled.
Your facts
Jesus
have
is dangerous.
He's
your facts have
praying-
no basis to them.
This is not what he thinks is going to happen. This is what he's
Yeah,
praying to
this
happen.
is
He's
hope.
praying that
It's
Arsenal
hope.
beat Liverpool.
He's like,
Because he
Allah,
knows he can carry
Allah,
Arsenal.
this
He knows
is,
he can't
this
carry
is,
Liverpool.
Allah,
That's exactly what it is.
this is, they have to lose. They
Yeah.
have to lose
So
to
this-
Arsenal.
when we smash
He-
Arsenal, Hamza, I'm coming right back to you. When
You're
we
not-
smash
Yeah.
Arsenal on Sunday,
Hamza,
I'm coming
Hamza,
straight
you
back
didn't watch
to you.
along. Hamza, you didn't watch along.
Yeah, no, that one. Yeah. I don't know. Man.
I pray you do.
Arsenal.
I pray you do, because I
need
will be.
Arsenal, man. I need Arsenal. I'll cry, man. Arsenal
Yeah,
can't
that's
let
the
them
point,
down.
Hamza. Hamza, do you know why? Do you know why
That's
I
what,
know
what did I just
do
say?
you know why?
This is what Hamza
do-
wants. It's not what he thinks is going to happen. It's
No,
what
that's
he
what I mean.
wants
Do you
to
know what,
happen.
Hamza?
He's
Hamza,
praying.
the last 5 minutes,
Mo
you've
Salah
waffled
said
on
it,
about.
man.
You've waffled on about being fact. It's not. It's your opinion. You're just desperate because we all know you don't respect Arsenal at anything.
That's
So for
exactly
you
what I
to
just
say
said.
they're going to
Yeah,
factually
yeah,
win
yeah.
something, it's a crock of you know what. Yeah, it's just based in hopium because you know that Liverpool are your most dangerous threat for this title, not Arsenal. So the fact that you are backing Arsenal is not fact. It's just hope. That's all it is for you. That's all
Bro,
it
don't
is.
get twisted. I want Arsenal to win as well, innit? But I know for a fact, Liverpool, in my opinion, I don't care where the game's being played, the way Liverpool are playing right now, especially off the back of Klopp saying he's leaving at the end of the season, this team's going to take a lot to stop. And I think the only team that could beat them is you guys. Like, don't hope
But
for
when was
anyone else to
the
beat them.
last time the Emirates was rocking at anything? Do you know what I mean?
Every single game, the 90th minute comes
This
around
one.
and the entire
This one
lower
is
bowl
revenge.
is half empty.
This
Gone.
one is revenge.
Gone.
It's called Revenge Sunday.
No,
This is
no,
revenge
Hamza.
for what you
And
did.
yo,
No, it's
Hamza,
not
Hamza
Sunday.
puts
Sunday.
all these narratives in his
You
own
have-
head, and then he
Bro,
brings them to
Salah.
reality.
Salah, Arsenal should have beaten them in the FA Cup. Arsenal missed chances. This time, Arsenal will
No,
not
but
miss
this is
chances.
your narrative,
They're
though.
gonna
This
finish
is
their
not
chances.
Arsenal's narrative. This is
Yeah,
Hamza's
this is
narrative
you.
that he created in
This
his
is
head.
you. Yeah.
This is
Okay,
Hamza
yeah.
giving them.
So
Do
you
you know what you're
believe
doing,
Liverpool
Hamza?
going to beat Arsenal?
no,
You
you know-
really
Hamza,
believe
you know-
Arsenal?
Hamza, do
You
you know what
believe
you're doing right
Arsenal
now?
losing?
No, Hamza, do you know what you're doing right now? You're hoping that Arteta and the Arsenal players are watching this stream and you're giving them motivation. They beat you in the FA Cup. They did this to you. You have to want revenge.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
not
war.
them. Like, they're not thinking like this, bro. This is all you. This is
This is
narrative
war,
that you
man.
create in your head.
We're
Let
all
me-
listen.
Yeah, this
We're
is
all
war. Let me
supporting
do these
Arsenal,
super
man.
chats because I actually listen. I want to respect the guys that spend their money. Jaya here is saying Bradley is right-footed Robertson of 219. The way there is one ball that the way he crossed is one cross that he did standing. When people said that he should go forward, it was brilliant. This guy, Liverpool scouts are the best in scouting how people strike the ball. The way McAllister strike a ball, the way Van Dijk plays that long ball, it's
So
absolutely
borderline.
ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like I'm watching it and I'm like, fuck me, bro. This guy knows how to cross, strike a ball. This guy, Conor Bradley, he might not look aesthetically the best in terms of because he's still a young player. He's gonna build up like Trent. Trent looked skinny when he first came to the picture. Look at Trent now. I believe this Conor Bradley guy is gonna be ridiculously good. The thing about it is that he is so good in the one-on-one defending. Yes, he got beat last game, but the way he held up Sterling and Mudryk today, it was like, you aren't getting past me. You know what I mean? You aren't.
Holding up Mudryk is not really the hardest thing.
Yeah,
in
it's
the world.
not
But
basic.
speed,
Well,
though.
hold on,
To
hold
put
on,
your
because-
body,
not.
guys, to put your bodies to Salah, to be honest, to put your body in the right place to stop a player that quick is an art. It's something
Bro,
you
even if
actually
you
learn.
don't put your body, he's gonna go out for a throw in himself, bro. Like, man, we're not giving Mudryk any crop, bro. If Raheem Sterling will give him some prop for that, we're not giving Mudryk any stopping Mudryk.
If I speak about Raheem Sterling, people will get upset when I said he's the most overrated player in the Premier League history.
After you finish the super chat, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, you
There's a
can, of
player
course,
that I
but let
wanna
me
give
finish
props
the
to.
super chats.
Yeah.
please.
There's a player that I want to
Faraz
give
here is saying Gar ran into Verge. He planted his foot down. No penalty. No, you're not. It's-
Shut up. man.
Guys, it's a penalty. Come on, Faraz. No, be objective. Virgil van Dijk literally extended his foot and obstructed him. Come on, don't do that, please. Hossam here is saying you cannot compare today's game to Spurs. Don't be fraud, Salad. He's talking about the referees. Jay here is saying I don't understand why fans tell other fans not to be called out bad calls when you know goals change games. That's what I'm saying. But Mo is have an agenda. I think one goal might change the outcome of a game because the energy changes, right? Saying Liverpool were really good on Darwin. Liverpool were the better team. Let me just establish that. They made Chelsea look so mediocre. It's unbelievable. But again, sometimes you can be the best team on the pitch and this one call changes the game. Liverpool against Spurs, you guys say exactly the same. One call could have changed the game because you were better. It's the same. One call could have changed the game. Curran here is saying, come on, you Spurs, back LFC on Sunday. You're going top of Arsenal. I actually believe that if Arsenal lose the game, and Arsenal fans won't like this, I literally think you are in a top 4 race with Spurs. Your
I agree.
Spurs are in top.
I agree.
Like, who's going to get third? If Arsenal lose the game against Liverpool, I think it's over from them. It's over.
I agree.
Thank you, Kieran. Again, he's coming back with another super chat. Come on,
I
Liverpool
mean,
boys. We are winning the
At
league.
that point, at that point, we'd be 8 points ahead of Arsenal.
It's over, right?
And I,
Yeah, no, they're not catching
yeah,
you.
I think it'll be difficult to see
It's
them
not
catching
only
Liverpool.
that, Rak. You know what? It's not only that. And
Okay.
me and Salad were talking about this yesterday. It's now not only, even if they draw Liverpool and they're 5 points behind you, they don't only have to catch you. You have to catch the 5 points that they will be behind City. It's unlikely, which me and Salad actually talked
And
about. this
still go
yesterday.
to the Etihad as well.
And
Fair
still
point.
go to the
Spurs away.
Etihad. So
And Spurs
it's
away.
very unlikely they will catch both teams. They might catch
Yeah,
one of them, but
fair.
the others they won.
Yeah.
Karen, he said,
Like,
"Come on,
what's
Liverpool."
the chances that both of those teams drop the points that Arsenal need,
Yeah.
and on top of that, Arsenal win every single game? If it's a tight race between 2 people and you're 5 points behind, it's possible. You know what I'm trying to say? But having to catch 2 people that are is very difficult, especially two teams that we've seen are capable of going 14, 15 games in a row. We're still yet to see if Arsenal can even do that. You know, so if they lose the game on
I'm
on
not
Sunday.
writing them off because Arsenal still play at their home ground. They can win against Liverpool. I don't see it. I see this game being a draw. But if they win, I might change the energy. But I don't see it. I don't see Arsenal. In my opinion, I think Arsenal are going to this game to prove people wrong, not the other way around. Like Arsenal need to prove people wrong in this game. They need to win the game to prove to people that all of this rubbish that people spoke about us in the beginning of the season is rubbish. We are still here and we can win against the Liverpools because they already won against City. I think that's it. Come on, Liverpool boys. We're winning the league. Mr. Henry spent a lot of money on Klopp farewell movie. Don't ruin that in momentum. We're going to beat City and Arsenal. Jurgen Klopp, and we'll talk about this later, that Jurgen Klopp shifted the pressure to him. Me and Dad spoke about this earlier. The pressure is on Liverpool to win the league now. Jay here is saying Mo is right. I'm always right. No, I'm never always right. I'm never going to say that. I'm never always right. If Liverpool and City get to March with things being the same, that means we match City's results and we are at home where City don't win. Exactly. That's my point. Which I think did I convince you, Rak, about this point? That if you reach that point with that point gap, that means you already matched them? Or no? Not yet.
I mean, look, I'm not until I've got a big enough gap. I'm not willing to write City off. I think that's
I'm not
that's my
writing them
position.
off. I'm trusting Liverpool more than writing City off.
Mo, but we got a weak squad.
Ah, shut up, man.
Oh my God! You
no
spent
way.
no. I am not entertaining this, Hamza. You spent no.
He's fantastic.
Hamza,
He's
you
absolutely
chatted
amazing.
shit this whole show.
There's
You
no one
spent
better than
250
Hamza.
million. You spent 250 million pounds this summer. No. You spent
No, we're not
250
saying you have
million.
that one there, bro.
250 million
A
pounds.
replacement DM
I don't
for
care.
Rodri.
I don't care.
I'm the only team that will
250
have a
million.
single DM that I'm taking this season.
That doesn't
again.
matter.
And
250.
it's so sad.
250.
Like,
No, Hamza,
we're
please.
You have a
bad,
what?
Hamza, come on, man. Don't be ridiculous. Do you know what I'm trying to
Bro,
say? Like,
I
we
look at my
understand that you're
bench
shameless.
every time.
but don't be
Bobo,
ridiculous.
Hamilton,
Do you know what
Oscar
I'm trying to say?
Bobo,
Like,
Kalois,
go,
four
don't,
kids.
please.
4 kids there. And I'm
Mo.
not expecting more.
Hey, yo, can I give props to a player real quick? From today's game.
Can I finish the last three? The quick,
Okay, go
quick
for
ones?
it. I thought
Kieran
you were
here,
done.
thank you so much. Kieran here saying, come on, you Spurs. Back LFC on Sunday. You're going top of AFC. Thank you so much for that. Queen Nadra saying, Hamza, didn't Chelsea own you? Hamza, wow.
That's why I said we're weak this season. And that's why Liverpool are favourites. We couldn't even beat that Chelsea team 4-4.
Okay, Hamza.
Disgrace.
All right, Hamza.
Yeah, listen, the last one, Kieran here. Thank you, Queen Nadra. Thank you, Queen Nadra, for the support. Appreciate you, Nadra. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for everybody sending super chats and supporting the channel. Let me do this. Bad referee, but Chelsea nowhere near Liverpool. I agree. Both things can be right.
That's
I
exactly
agree. There
the
was
first thing I
bad
said.
refereeing.
No,
Thank you
can
so
I-
much, Kieran.
Can I name you Man City's bench today? Can I just name you their bench today?
Please,
Yes, please.
please.
Okay.
Which is great. I've never seen that bench in my
Hey,
life for this season. Say it.
So let me finish. Sorry, I went there. Mateo Kovacic, right? Erling Haaland, Jack
Come back from
Grealish,
injury.
Gomez, Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, Ortega, Bernardo Silva, and Oscar Bob. But you've got
What
a
we're
weak
weak.
squad, right? You've got a weak
We're
squad.
weak, guys.
You've got a weak squad.
You know that's our first, you know that's our full squad, not injury. Imagine
That's
who's
what
our
it's supposed to
full
be.
injury?
Who is currently injured right now? For your
No one. That's a fact.
So you haven't got a weak squad then?
No, not single injury.
So you haven't
And
got a
that,
weak
look
squad?
at them. And that's what I told you. That's
Your
why
squad's
you
not
keep
weak.
seeing. Hold on.
But-
If you look at the last 3 games,
Hamza,
it's been
what more do you
some-
want? I don't get it. What more do you want? If that's
what
your
more do I
full
want?
squad,
What more do I
what
want?
more would
I
you want?
wanted Gundogan replacement to be right. I wanted Mahrez's replacement. I wanted to get the right replacement for Calvin
But
Phillips.
you
and I
spent
don't get it.
250 million.
And
Hang
how
on.
much
Spent the
did you
money.
spend? How much
You
did you
bought
spend?
you bought baby Ronaldinho.
I
How
spent
You
much
said
did
in the
you
summer,
spend?
baby
How much did you
Ronaldinho and
spend?
Doco.
Like
You
like
bought
100,
How much? How much did you
120,
spend? Huh?
half,
How much?
if not
How much?
that.
No, how much did you spend?
60, 35, 25, and 15. What's
And
that?
15. How much did
like
I
100?
sell to?
So
How
like
much did I
130?
sell to buy? How much did I
Hamza, that's
sell to
besides
buy?
Hamza, that's besides the point.
If
That's besides
if
the
I
point.
buy this cup, yeah, and I
First
sell
of
this
all,
cup and buy a car,
first of all, you didn't
that's
sell
an amazing
Gundogan.
investment.
First of all, you
Get
didn't
out
sell
here, man.
Gundogan. I don't know if you sold Mahrez. Who else?
Yeah,
left?
sold Mahrez.
We
Mahrez.
sold Mahrez. We sold Carlos Borges. We sold.
Come
Let's
on,
play.
bro.
Who?
Come
Who?
on, bro.
Who?
Come on,
Carlos,
man.
I'm Palmer. Palmer.
Go ahead,
Palmer.
Mark.
Palmer.
Anyway,
Palmer.
can I give like props to a player? And I think it's gonna start a completely different discussion.
Go ahead, Sam.
And people in the comments might not. I don't know how people because I feel like there's an agenda. There's an agenda against this player in it, and I've always said there's something there, and he's just I feel like he's just. I feel like things are just not going for him at the moment. When they start going for him, bro, can I give props to Darwin Núñez, please? Like. He's such a nuisance. He gets into such great positions and like he's always just millimeters away. Like he's always just millimeters away. You know what I'm trying to say? Like he makes the right runs. He's fast. He's strong. He gets into good positions. He's just a little bit unlucky. Like, bro, if his shots are 1 millimeter down, 1 millimeter to the left, he's scoring so many goals. I feel like he's just so unlucky.
Which
and then
striker does he remind you of?
I was reading something recently, right, where he's only just getting comfortable into the team because fair enough, like you need to remember, this is someone who did when he came to England, he didn't speak a word of English. Because when he plays for Uruguay, by the way, because I really like international football. When he plays for Uruguay, he's a completely different player. I feel like comfort is a very, very big thing for a player like that that's coming to a completely different culture, completely different language. And he's just so unlucky. Does he have moments where he looks like he can't play football? Yes, absolutely. He's not your traditional ideal football player. But at the same time, he does so many things so well, bro. He reminds me so well, and he's just so athletic. He's so quick. He gets into incredible positions, and his just shots are just 1 millimeter to the left, 1 millimeter to the right, and 1 millimeter too high.
It reminds me of one player.
Yeah, man. I mean, I like Darwin Núñez, man, and I think he's going to be a massive player for the future.
If you remind me of one player, if you watched him, he was this unlucky, and he played for Man United, Uruguay, Diego Forlan. He was missing, like he was so unlucky, and you know what? No, seriously. He scored. Rarely would score. He would hit the post. He works hard. Diego Forlan, who was so good at United, but he would not score. He would hit the post. He would hit the bar. The pressure was so much.
Different players,
but
though.
when he left United,
Darwin Núñez is very lucky he's at Liverpool. If you're at any other club, you'd be calling him a bad player.
No. There's some
this thing
players.
about
I'm sorry. I'm disagreeing with
you.
you.
He's a good player.
I exempt you from this.
I think
I know your view on Núñez.
Okay.
Darwin Núñez is a goodish player, but for Liverpool to be great, you can't rely on Darwin Núñez whatsoever.
At the moment is a key thing to say. I think there's going to be a point. I think there's going to be a point where Darwin Núñez is scoring goals, and he is going to be.
Bro.
He has so many good qualities, bro. He has so many good qualities. Like you can't watch him.
The most important quality he's not good at, and that's finishing.
At the moment, he's still quite young. To be fair.
But okay, so
25.
Rack, I know that you're going to bring in the whole statistic with Darwin being like the worst finisher in the league, but I just very quickly. It's just today Darwin Núñez was putting himself into scoring opportunities that no one else on our team can do. Diogo Jota is by far the better finisher. Mohamed Salah is by far the better finisher, right? But ultimately, what I see from Darwin time in and time out is no matter how many times he gets unlucky, I see the same level of commitment throughout the entire game, right? He hits the post 4 times, and then he goes out there and he creates a brilliant assist, right? So the enigma of Darwin is that ultimately He misses he misses way too many opportunities, but he creates so many. And if he just got 5% better, like I'm literally like talking 5%,
That's what I'm
all
saying.
of
That's what I'm saying.
all of the sudden, Darwin is at 15 goals
Absolutely.
at this point this season, which is 5%.
That's what I'm
Is that
saying,
gonna
bro. There's
happen?
not that much
I
of a
don't know.
gap to improve.
I don't
Like,
know.
I mean, he just needs to improve. He just needs to get a little bit better. And Darwin Núñez, we're looking at him in a completely different light.
I think he needs to get more than
But-
5%.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, Rack.
I would love for that to happen, and I hope it does happen. I think it is possible because we're talking about a level of improvement that's not. We're not talking about way off the scale.
Martin's a clown.
The challenge that I have with this is that he is missing so many sitters, and not just at points of games, but in games where things are kind of hanging in the balance. And when you've got a monster like City on your back, if we didn't have City on our back, I wouldn't be that concerned. Similarly, if we were crap right now, if we were battling for the top 4, top 5, I don't want to say that's crap. I don't want to be disrespectful, but then he would be getting a lot more criticism. The fact is, we're top of the league, and
he's not costing
his
you.
misses
He's
haven't.
not
He's not really costing us too
Let me
much.
ask you a question.
I think one benefit. I think one benefit.
There's a bit of both. There's a bit.
Yeah,
I think both things.
I think
are kind
one
of true.
benefit that Surfer said is he's lucky that he's playing for Liverpool, and I don't know if we're gonna agree on why, but I think he's lucky that you're playing for Liverpool because of the depth that you have up front. He doesn't always need to be so clinical because if he's not scoring, Mo Salah's scoring. If he's not scoring, Jota's scoring. If he's not scoring, Luis Diaz is making something happen. Szoboszlai can get goals. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, there's so many goals that Núñez is at the right place so he can develop that because you're not relying on him at this particular moment in time.
If Klopp was
he's in the best place he could be to
if
improve.
Klopp was staying, I'd have more faith in him improving. I just don't know who Liverpool are going to get as their next manager, which is important for his development. If Klopp was staying, I'd back it. I'd back it if he was staying.
I checked. You see things laughing at me. Does he not remind you of Diego Forlan at United? Be honest. Like, remember Diego Forlan?
I'm not.
Yeah,
not,
I do
not,
remember
I don't
Diego
think Forlan, but it's not in terms of playing style. And playing style, I know Forlan did miss a lot of chances.
Okay. Let me say. No, he did. Listen, first season Diego Forlan 0 goals, 18 games. Second season 9 goals, 45 games. Third season 8 goals in 33 games. The fourth season 0 goals. He had 17 goals.
We're not talking about the conversion rate. We're talking about
the thing is, Darwin's already on 22 GA though, so Darwin's already surpassed every single number that you just said.
Like that. The pressure on Diego Forlan was so much. He left United for Atletico Madrid, and guess what? Look at the statistics. The guy who scored 25 in 39, 22 in 42. He was amazing.
Some players just don't suit leagues.
They just lose confidence.
I was just looking at the stats, right? Bro, Darwin Núñez, I'm like, in terms of the type of player that Darwin Núñez is, like, he's such a he has more defensive actions than some of Chelsea's defensive midfielders, and he's a striker. Like, he creates so much and he benefits.
He wins the ball back a lot.
He benefits everyone else. Everyone else around him so much. Like, there's so much to like about him. Of course, if he's on your team and you're seeing him miss all of these chances, and he's the reason that you're dropping points, and it's completely different. But looking at it from a neutral perspective, I can see a player that does so many things so well. And as I'm sorry, I forget Mike. As Mike said, if he only gets a little bit better, and he's only 24 years old, he's younger than Osimhen, he's younger than Ivan Toney.
5%.
I like 5%.
Like, he's better than I'm not gonna say he's better than Osimhen, but he's so good already, and he's younger than all of these strikers that are on the world market. There's so much space to improve, and he only needs to get a little bit better for him to become an incredible player.
I just don't. You don't. Sorry, but at the moment,
I wanna ask
game on the line.
For everybody other than Mike, that's because he's biased. I'm gonna ask Rack first. If Salah comes back, who's holding bench from that front line?
It's a good question.
Luis Diaz.
I can ask you yet.
I think the thing is, obviously, if you play with Jota, then the dynamics change a little bit. So, but you can't not play. You can't not play Salah. You can't not play Núñez as it stands right now, and you can't drop Jota. So I would probably go with that. Although, you know, they've all got a role to play, and it's the combination of all of them
what they do
that
is
why we're up there.
I think what they do is they put Jota in the middle, put Nunes on the left,
Do you
and then
know?
obviously
Do
Sarah
you know what the
resumes his
problem is?
right
The thing
position,
about it,
and then they do a little
because Ra-
interchanging thing. But
because Rack answered the question like this, he's struggling to actually pick one, but he knows that there are two people there that he should start, which is
Jota and,
Salah and
Jota.
Jota.
Yeah.
The reason why he's saying Diaz shouldn't start because Diaz hit a dip in form, but Diaz at his best at a left wing is one of the best in the league. Nunes wouldn't start there. My
Yeah.
point about Darwin Nunes is that if I look at elite strikers or good strikers around the world, you have to have something that you're exceptionally good at. And when I look at Darwin Nunes, the only thing that is exceptionally good at, that means you stand out, is your speed, which is a gift from God. Right? It's a gift. His only thing. For me, for example, I'm R9, for example, was elite in everything. That's the ultimate goal for your striker. Erling Haaland, for example, for me, the way he strikes a ball, Erling Haaland, the way Erling Haaland is so strong, Darwin Nunes isn't as strong as Haaland. Is not. Darwin Nunes isn't as strong as Haaland. Darwin Nunes, his finishing, people say he needs to improve his finishing. That means we all agree that Darwin Nunes' finishing isn't top notch. It needs to be worked on, right? His movement today, he is the one that every time Liverpool were playing the ball, I was watching Nunes and he's drifting offside. He is drifting offside a little bit. Yes, his movement is improving. That's down to playing with better players than Jurgen Klopp. And he's 24, as Mo Salah says. This guy can improve to be very good, right? Right, because he's a professional footballer. But I'm looking at the current moment, the people that praise Darwin Nunes. I'm gonna say one thing. If Darwin Nunes, and this is what I'm gonna say, look at this statement. The coming statement decide everything. If Darwin Nunes is your main forward player at your club, you wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
Any of us, if
Yeah, no,
Darwin Nunes is our main striker or our main forward player, we would not have liked that. We would say no, we want some, but because he has the Salah, the Jotas around him, the Diaz, the Szoboszlais, he is getting better. But Erling Haaland, yes, people say at City he was served, but Erling Haaland, when he was served, he scored 50 goals. They won a treble. That's the difference. So yes, he gets served. Darwin Nunes gets probably similar service to what Haaland gets at City. The way Salah hands him the ball, like Darwin Nunes today could have had 4 goals. Is he unlucky? Maybe. I think he should have done better in the penalty. I said the header should have done better, in my opinion. He should have had a goal today. Yes, he crossed the ball to Diaz, but he could have done better. In a lot of games, Darwin Nunes could have had a goal or 2 or 3, but he doesn't.
Mo, when you were gone, the point you're making, Rack made it, saying,
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry, Rack.
Yeah. So when you were gone, he said, Darwin Nunes, he was. It was basically the same thing that if he's your main striker, you've got problems, and I said, the reason that it's not really an issue is because of, again, what you're saying, that he has all of these.
But that proves the point that he isn't Liverpool level.
But at the same, but then
at the moment,
you missed, but you missed another point that Mike said, which I agree with heavily. He said if Darwin Nunes only improves about 5%, you have a much different player. And
I disagree with that.
I don't think he has that much.
I disagree with that because he needs to improve. In my opinion, there are many aspects that he needs to improve on. And I saw, by the way, one of the players that I saw develop massively at the age of 29 is Diego Milito. By the way, Diego Milito improved massively late, right? My point about Darwin Nunes is that if I ask any of you, and listen, we still have over 400 people here. If I ask any of you, is Darwin Nunes good at dribbling? What would the answer be?
Technically, no.
Dribbling with the ball. Is he good at running with the ball?
Yes.
If I ask you to give Darwin Nunes the ball to run with it 100 yards, is he good at it?
Yeah.
He's good at it. He's top level. He's good.
In space? Yeah.
In space, Darwin Nunes is incredible.
The problem with this is that Liverpool don't play with space. Liverpool are a team that will suffocate the opposition. That's Liverpool. That's Liverpool the majority of the time. Liverpool will suffocate. Liverpool won't have spaces unless the opposition gives them spaces. So that's the point. If I ask you, would Darwin Nunes exceptional in passing, for example? like Roberto Firmino, for example.
No. No.
Not
Is
on the
he
same level,
exceptional?
but he's also not poor.
No,
He's not on the
He
same
is
level.
very
Yeah,
poor, Mike. He is very poor in compared to Roberto
no,
Firmino.
you
Yeah,
know
but
what though?
you're looking at the
In
top of the.
last few
You're
games,
looking
I'm
at
not-
you're
Roberto
looking at the
Firmino
top
isn't
echelon
top.
of it, though.
By the way, Roberto Firmino isn't that. Luis Suarez is elite. Fernando
No, but I'm
Torres
talking
is
about. I'm talking
elite.
about.
Yeah,
But that's the point. We're talking Liverpool Football
No,
Club.
but-
What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Brighton?
For me, but
No, but bro,
no, but
again,
it depends. It depends. Firmino wasn't like on the left wing spraying passes left, right, and centre. Firmino played little passes, little touches. He would take a touch, play into the onrushing midfield, spin, that kind of stuff. It's like I've noticed Nunes playing, especially when he plays wide. Some of his crossfield balls have actually got better recently. I think he's been decent.
I agree with you. I never said anything otherwise.
But really, what we need him to improve his short game, because that's where he's really going to be, where we're really going to derive the benefit. Because we've got Trent and we've got other players who can play your crossfield passes when required. We need his short game to improve.
Would
I think
Nunes score
he's
the
a player
goal
of-
that Jota scored today? He
No.
wouldn't.
No.
But
I want to know
Jota,
what Nunes like. I not yet. People told me that he provides chaos, and I agree with that. He is like a 90s player. You don't know what to expect from him every game. You don't, which is I appreciate that in football, right? I appreciate that in a forward, but people just take.
And
I
not to
actually
lead,
think
not to lead the line to win trophies.
that's it.
That's it.
That's
right?
that's
As part
the
of the squad,
point.
it's part of the squad, no problem. It's part of the squad, but
again,
not
Very good
again,
at this.
we're going to refer back to the fact that
Listen,
he's only 24 years old.
Not
and
right now.
he's still pretty young. and
Liverpool-
there's a lot of time to develop.
Agree with you, Salah.
like
dear.
right
Agree
now,
with
right
you.
now we're watching Darwin Núñez a year and a half into Liverpool, and he's still very, very raw. Like there's still obviously, again, I don't wish because I don't want Liverpool to do well, but for him as a player, the best thing that could have happened was spending more time with Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola,
Klopp.
Jurgen Klopp, because
Which is what I
you can
said
already-
earlier. The
you can
next
already
manager they
you
pick,
can already see the improvement in things like movement, his
Right.
composure. He's less erratic from last year to this year. You can already see the significant improvement. So
Yep.
it's only fair to look at that trajectory and say he's going to continue to improve. Is that going to stop with Klopp not being there anymore? That's soon to be seen.
Conjecture.
But it's
Conjecture.
just as a player, the trajectory is there. And if he continues at this, he's only 24 years old. I feel like we're so used to seeing players be so good at 21 and 22. We forget that a player's actual prime is 26, 27, 28.
that's why
If you say that,
the-
how good will Haaland be then at age of 25?
Haaland might have already hit his
Depends.
prime, and he might decline.
Yeah.
You never know, because that's what's been happening to a lot of
every
players.
player's
okay.
every player's trajectory
player has
is
a different
individual
peak,
to them.
But the average footballer's peak is 26, 27, 28, 20 in that bracket. So, and Núñez is somewhat still new to football,
Listen,
you know. So I feel like he's got time to improve.
we're just really overcomplicating this. Like it's a really simple fact. Darwin doesn't score enough goals, right? But Darwin has the most I believe he has the most chances created for him and the most chances missed. The simple fact of the matter is, if he scored 5 or 10% more, he would be the league's top scorer, and no one would be able to say a single bad thing about him because all of the praise that you can give Haaland, he has weaknesses in his game.
Well,
he gets world class service, and he's the world's best finisher. If Darwin Núñez was just slightly better and we're scoring more goals, these criticisms wouldn't be valid because you would
Well, he
simply
didn't.
point to the fact. I know that.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
what
big
we're
fat
saying,
but.
we're going to get
But
there. What's the point
what-
of having these discussions
no,
if we're going to look on
what?
facts?
Oh no,
I'm trying to say.
I'm saying facts. I am saying
We're
facts. You're
discussing
hoping.
completely.
I
You're
am
completely
saying
missing my
facts.
point.
You're hoping.
No,
You're hoping.
No,
you're completely missing my
you are
point.
saying, you are saying facts, and you're saying those facts are never going to change. What we're saying, or what
They will
other
change.
people are
I literally said they will change.
No.
They might change. I
No,
said
no.
they might.
No, they might change. Exactly.
Mo, the
But
whole
these
point of
guys are saying
discussions is
if
because
they
things
do
are
change,
open-ended.
then the trajectory is different. Then we're talking about a different level. That's what I'm
100%.
saying.
If Darwin Núñez wakes up tomorrow and can dribble and do a lot of roulettes and stuff, it'll be fantastic.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
he doesn't know.
This is
No.
why. This
No,
is
no,
why.
Darwin
no,
Núñez
he
will
doesn't
take
even need that,
over
Mo.
tomorrow.
I'm
It'll be
gonna
phenomenal.
comment Mo Jeddah.
You're taking it way
I'm gonna
too
go
far.
right now.
You're taking it. You're not even listening to what I'm saying.
Just so you see it.
This isn't about the total footballer of Darwin Núñez. What I'm saying is that if he was putting more goals in the back of the net, you wouldn't be able to say anything because the man would be leading the league in goals. It's just that
No,
simple.
I will
Like,
still be
it's-
saying the same because I don't like the
but
way he. At
I
the moment,
totally disagree.
I actually don't like the way Darwin. Okay, the thing about it is that back in the days, I'm not sure how old you are, Mike, but back in the days, Filippo Inzaghi used to, if you give Filippo Inzaghi the ball and you ask him to just dribble with the ball 20 yards, he would fall on his face. Gilardini was the same. But Filippo Inzaghi, and people that old enough remember that, Filippo Inzaghi used to fall on his face if he dribbles 20 yards with the ball.
Yeah.
But the guy was exceptional in scoring goals. Is exceptional. Like every time the ball is in the 18, the guy is there to hit it, to tap
Poacher.
it in.
Supreme poacher.
Poacher, right? Darwin Núñez isn't fantastic in dribbling, and he isn't always scoring the goals, which is what you're saying, Mike.
I know
That's
that,
it.
but the only point I'm trying to make here is that this isn't a complex argument here on the dynamics of Darwin as a footballer. It's just a simple fact. If he scored more goals, it wouldn't matter, but he doesn't, so it does. It's just that simple. That's all I'm trying to say. He just needs that small incremental
Oli
improvement.
Watkins scored 10 more goals, he would be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
If
No,
Adebayo
I
scored
agree with
more goals,
I agree with Reich, but it's a slightly different take on that take, in the sense that if he scored more important goals, like for example the penalty today that he missed that would have made it 3-0, that would have been game over. Then there would be no hairy moments, there would be no issues, because if in the second half Chelsea get a goal, then it's a different story. That is sometimes it's those crucial goals, the go ahead goals, and the
Luton
goals
game.
that he misses when you're looking to
Luton.
equalise. And ultimately, they're potentially the goals that could cost us. But they haven't cost us so far. So I'm not going to. So it's different. But
Right.
like I said, if City wasn't on our back, then we'd all feel a lot more relaxed. And again, it wouldn't be as much different, as much of an issue.
can I ask Mo
But
Salah the
because City are
question
there-
here? Yeah, finish, Rek. Sorry, I saw the difference. Go ahead.
No,
I'm going to shoot
that
off,
was it.
Mo.
It was just.
I'm going to shoot off. I'll see you guys later.
There you go,
I
Andrew,
see
man,
you.
later.
I want to.
Subscribe.
Yes, people. Thank you so much. Listen, we're still staying for a bit because I want to ask Mo Salah the question about Darwin Núñez for real. Wallahi, no agendas, Mo. Right?
Okay, go for it.
Who's a better player for you, Nicholas Jackson or Darwin Núñez?
Darwin Núñez.
Darwin Núñez is a better player for you.
Yeah. Overall, yeah.
For me, I think when watching both, I actually disagree with you. I literally, oh my God.
I will say, Nicholas Jackson impressed me at this African Cup of Nations when he came on, because I wasn't familiar with his touch and his hold-up play. His touch and his hold-up play surprised me.
Good.
The way he lays it off, he had a couple of good touches where those little passes around the corner, and you know what I'm trying to say? Like I saw some real flashes of things that I've seen, but at the same time, body of work, I've seen a lot more from Darwin Núñez, and I see where Darwin Núñez could go if he just improves.
But you don't think Nicholas Jackson, because he's playing at Chelsea, is bad? You don't think Nicholas Jackson, if he was with these Liverpool guys, he would have had to be a better player?
Bro, I'm not one of those players. I'm not one of those people that are saying Nicholas Jackson is terrible. I think with managers and players, I think they all deserve time, right? Nicholas Jackson is completely unfair to draw a conclusion about Nicholas Jackson at this point. It's just comparing what I've seen from Darwin Núñez over the last 18 months and what I've seen for Uruguay, because he's a completely different player for Uruguay, by the way. He's a more confident player. His finishing is a lot better.
Yes.
And Nicholas Jackson, who I've also seen quite a bit of watching Senegal, etc., I do think Darwin Núñez has a higher ceiling. Could that be maybe because he's playing for a better team and he's getting more opportunities? Possibly. Because maybe it's unfair to judge him based on Chelsea because he doesn't get much of the ball because Chelsea are just not good, you know? So it could be a bit of both. It could go both ways. But at this present moment in time, Darwin Núñez is who I'm taking.
To be honest with you, yeah, maybe that. But if I'm picking one of them to play for my club, I'm taking Nicholas Jackson. For me, I don't know. Every time I'm watching the guy, he has something in him. But I don't think Nicholas Jackson has a better football technical ability.
Inter. So Inter's interested in Nicholas Jackson and Inter's interested in Darwin Núñez. For Inter, you're picking Nicholas Jackson.
Yes. Better footballing ability. When I mean footballing ability as a forward, I mean technical dribbling, passing, hold up play. So I believe he's better. I believe Darwin Núñez is faster. I would think that Nicholas Jackson will play better in tight spaces.
But technique is just one aspect of it, right?
Yeah, but I feel this is why I actually think that Nicholas Jackson one of the things that he's very good at is hold up play, passing the ball. I believe is not bad. Is better than Darwin Núñez. So him as a technical player, I believe is a better than Darwin Núñez. I believe Darwin Núñez only has one thing on Nicholas Jackson, which is natural speed. And
Martin is. Can I just say something? Martin's never wrong. You know, like his comments are always accurate.
Martin is never wrong. We know that.
Martin's never wrong.
If he gives me his time, Martin would be one of the best panelists here. He's never wrong.
Mo picks the strangest hills to die on. Lol. And he's 100%.
Listen,
I literally said Martin is never wrong without me seeing the comment, by the way.
I want. Listen, I'm just gonna put this out there. As opposed to both those players, I would rather have Connor Bradley as my striker. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Let me do this some super just because we want to end this. Ashraf, thank you. JJ Ash is saying big up more on the panel. Great show. Thank you for everybody supporting the channel with the super chat, with the like. Hit that like button, people. Get us to 300 likes. JJ Ashraf again. Ash Hamza, stop with the no respect Europa crap. You remember you dreamt of playing in Europe not too long ago, but not anymore. They just won a triple. Not a lot of teams did that, Ashraf. So yeah, not a lot of teams did that. Curran here. But thank you, Ashraf, so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you. He hit 4 times on the bar, not like Mudrik, out of box. And Mudrik is not even a footballer. I swear to God, Mudrik shouldn't be a footballer. Jay here is saying, Mo, I know Hamza's entertaining. This is exactly what Mo Salah just said. But he's still all over the place. One minute, City is the best. The next, Liverpool are favorites. Then at the same time, Arsenal going to beat us. It's literally what Mo Salah said.
Said it.
Oh my God, literally that.
When you spend so much time on spaces with Hamza, you just need to learn which argument you're responding to.
Yeah, 100%. Curran here, thank you so much. Núñez hit 14 times. He hit the bar 14 times this year.
That's technically on frame. It's technically on the frame of the goal.
Not actually. It doesn't count as a shot on target. But
it's not even a shot on target. But that's why.
But I get what you're saying. He needs to improve.
That's why Mike is saying
5 centimeters.
Bro, that's why Mike is saying if he only gets 5% better, we're not having a conversation of inefficient Darwin Núñez, where the narrative changes completely. If he and I said this when you were gone, 1 millimeter to the left, 1 millimeter to the right, 1 millimeter lower,
and even if he had 5 more goals,
maybe they need to cut the small finger in his toe.
Crazy.
He's a small toe.
If you could just make the goal like 2 inches larger on every side, I think.
He would still miss it. He would still miss it.
Maybe.
Kieran here. Oh, W. Guys, I want everybody in the chat. Oh, Hamza's back. Guys, Hamza's back. Believe it or not, wallahi, this is kind of strange. Guys, before I bring Hamza on, W is in the chat for my guy Kieran for supporting the channel massively today. Wallahi, big up Kieran for supporting the channel. Really appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you big time, wallahi. Big up. W's guys in the chat. Let me just fix this overlay. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant support.
Mo, stop putting me center now. Mo, stop putting me center.
Actually, there's only one guy that goes center. There's only one guy.
Yes.
There's only one guy. But Kieran here is saying, didn't Núñez unsettle opposition's defense? Open spaces for other players. Keep praising him for this. Other players. If player hit on the bar, that's not a bad shot. It's not just unlucky. Why Klopp play him in every game if he's bad?
Facts.
I don't think he's that.
Are you now going to question Klopp's integrity by saying, why are you playing a shit striker? Like, listen, clearly there's a plan.
What do you mean? He doesn't have anybody else. Gakpo's dropping stinker after stinker.
Jota's most underrated striker.
There's only 3 players fit. Núñez, Salah, and Jota. I think we'll see. I think we'll see when Salah is back, when Mohamed Salah is back, who is going to start up top?
The bigger question, Mo, I'm just going to put this out here real quick. I think that the bigger question right now is Connor Bradley should be starting on Sunday, not Trent. That's personally what I think is the bigger. What do you mean? Connor Bradley has come in and put 4 straight 10 out of 10 performances. One of them against Arsenal in the FA Cup, completely locked down the right side, not a single threat from that side of the pitch.
And yet, Liverpool squad aren't as deep. And yet, Liverpool squad aren't as deep.
You're right. You're right. They have completely proved me wrong. You're right.
Me as well. I raise my hand. I'm wrong.
But like as a Liverpool fan and as a fan of any club, I think that it's important to note that while you criticize, ultimately you want your team to prove you wrong. Like every criticism I've made about this club, I wish that they proved me wrong. Like, I hope that I don't need to buy a player. I hope that Endo's good enough. I hope that our front line will pick it up, but I still have to make the criticism. But if I get proved wrong, like, I've never been happier to be wrong. Like, I've never been more happy that I don't need to buy someone this January and feel like I can win the league, because I've been proved wrong, which means that my team is become exceptional. So like, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with saying I was wrong there. And we have more depth than I ever possibly dreamed of, because we do. I never ever thought that Connor Bradley would come in and just boom, mop the floor. I thought at the beginning of this month we were screwed without Trent, but nope. And I thought Endo, like, who would have thought? And McAllister looking like Rodri in the 6. Are you kidding me? I mean, these are very good things to be wrong about. Very good things.
This is what Rak was saying at the beginning. It's like, you didn't expect all of these things to come to fruition. You didn't expect McAllister to be as good as he is, and that's why you weren't in the title race at the start of the season. But Jurgen Klopp is Jurgen Klopp, and he is absolutely magnificent. So that's what he does.
Yeah, Queen Nadra, thank you, Nadra, for supporting the channel.
I want to ask you guys a
Absolutely.
question, by the way.
Can I finish
It's gonna throw everyone completely off.
All
but
right, let me finish this, and we need to get Hamza included in this. Queen
He's,
Nadra
he's
said
definitely going to
Nunes.
get included in my question. My question is going to include him 100%.
Okay, Queen Nadra is saying Nunes is better than expect goal scoring.
I think
It's
she means
better-
acceptable scoring.
Except goal scoring. Maybe no, he's not good with the ball. Queen Nadra saying Nunes better than Haaland in dribbling. That's not true. Haaland better at tap-ins only. Well, that's mad, though.
I'm not
We
going to go
love
that
you
far.
nonetheless because of the
I'm not
super
going to
chat.
go that far.
We love you nonetheless because of the super chats. Thank you so much.
Nadra, I really appreciate you, but did you watch
love you,
Haaland at
but,
Dortmund?
you know.
That's kind of he's not asked to do it at City, but he did it
Haaland
before.
is the best striker in the world. He's the best 9 in the world. There's not even.
He's not. I don't agree with you there.
Nah,
Harry Kane's the best 9 in the world.
Contributions.
Harry Kane's the best 9 in the world.
Mina, thank you so much, Mina. Mo, Darwin is better than Alvarez or Saka. Big up. Is Darwin better than Alvarez or Saka?
No chance.
What?
No chance.
Not even if you ask Klopp tomorrow. Okay, Klopp is very loyal to his players. But if you ask a neutral that want to get Liverpool better, would you take Alvarez and make Man City worse?
Well, there's no comparison between that. You compare
Alvarez,
our losers to
Alvarez, I would take
Adebayo
over
or
Saka.
Newton or something like that.
I'm taking. No, I think
Alvarez is better than him. way
I'm
better.
taking Darwin over Alvarez.
That's why you're Napoli. That's why you don't win league titles. You win one.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
I'm listen. I'm a
Can I do
Darwin
the last
sexual,
one?
but
Can
I'm
I
not
do the
going to
last
say
one?
that.
The last
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
The last super chat that we have is Mo Salah said, Mo Genda, we see right through your agenda. Wallahi, do you want the truth? Wallahi, I don't have an agenda against Darwin. I just don't like the way he moves with the ball. But if
That's
he
the
improves, I'll
definition of
change
an
my
agenda.
opinion.
That's
That's
the definition of an
preference,
agenda. But that's
That's-
No,
yeah,
like
no,
I don't
okay,
think he's
listen,
a good football player.
You just did what Hamza does. You literally contradicted yourself. I don't have an agenda, but I don't like you. That's what an agenda
but
means. An agenda means
I
you don't
don't-
like.
I
it, so you're
don't-
gonna try and prove to us
Is
why
that
you don't
agenda?
like him.
That I
That's
don't
an
like.
agenda.
I don't like him as a footballer. Is that
it's
an-
not. It's
So
not
if you don't
objective.
like him as a footballer, that
It's
means you're going to
subjective.
disprove the good
It is
things that you say about him.
100%
That's why you
is
have an agenda.
subjective.
That's the meaning of an agenda. Let's Google agenda.
You guys think an agenda is like my opinion about it. It's just
Yeah, which is fine. Like, I totally respect.
there
your
are no
opinion.
facts because Mo Salah can say Osimhen is better than Haaland. It's subjective, isn't it? Mo Salah, what's your
Well,
question to
I
end
would
the
just be
show?
wrong. Sorry,
I don't know about that, but
I would
Yeah,
just be
you
wrong
know-
if I said that.
What's the question to end the show? What's the question?
Oh no! Oh, the question. This is for the Liverpool fans, the people in the comments and stuff like that. In the grand scheme of things, putting everything into context based on where they started, where the clubs were when they came, do you think that Klopp has done a better job than Pep Guardiola overall?
Hamza first.
Listen, you see, you're a Napoli fan. You're happy
Answer the
with
question.
one.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
but
Let him
you
answer
are
then. Let him
happy with
answer
one.
his way.
So your answer will be different. But if you ask an answer to a Real Madrid fan and talk about clubs that win, the only answer is
No. Okay, we're not talking about achievements
An
because we
achievement-
know. No,
listen,
we're not talking about achievements because we
It's
know
the number
that
of
Pep has
trophies,
achieved
how
more.
much money you spent, major trophies. So it doesn't matter. Listen, if you go,
It's not even about the money. That's only one
Listen,
aspect,
let
by
me
the
give
way.
you an
I'm going to
example.
make my argument when you finish. Go on.
No,
Go for it.
okay, let me give you an example. We only come here to win. There's no point of watching football if you don't come here to win. If you come there to lose, then I'm sorry, you're different to me because I've never thought of that. So it's about winning
Okay,
cups. To me,
But Hamza,
cups is the key. Cups is
but
key.
Hamza, why were you following Man City against Gillingham back then? Did you?
But
Is it because you
listen,
wanted to
I've
win, or
summed it
because
up now.
you
Now,
support your team?
no,
You support your team
but now,
regardless of whether you win or lose.
that wasn't
I
even the
know,
question though.
But now my mentality has changed. Once you reach the top, I don't want to go to the bottom. Why should I go back?
You
Why should I
changed.
downgrade? No.
Hamza,
I'm
you
100
changed,
I-
man.
I-
You
I'm at the
changed.
top.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
I'm at the
115
top.
reasons why he can be there, but that's okay.
Klopp is a fantastic manager. I've rated Klopp so highly. Klopp has done well at Dortmund. Before he came to Liverpool, I rated him so highly. When he came at Liverpool, I knew I was scared. I thought, oh God, this guy is dangerous. Because I seen what he demolished Real Madrid. That was a game that was in my head when he demolished Real Madrid. And I thought, oh my days, they demolished. And I thought, how he took Nuri Sahin, he lost him, and he got Gundogan. And I thought, who are these guys? And he makes his players great. And as a person, as a what he's done, an amazing achievement. I rate him so highly than Wenger, because I believe what has hindered him to achieve more trophies is he's come up against the greatest manager in the world. If he came against Ferguson, he wins more league titles. He wins more league titles because Klopp chased Man City to the end. That's an achievement. We banter him, fair enough. He's just unlucky. If Pep wasn't here and we had Pellegrini, Klopp is winning league titles,
Sure.
winning back to back.
Mo, what's your opinion?
That's how much I rate him. So to me,
based on the job as a
it's just-
whole,
no,
who
but
do
it's
you
just
think has done a better job?
we're talking about.
'Cause I feel like the Liverpool fans, I think they're gonna say Klopp. I want to know
100%, which is
and the Man City
understandable.
fan, I want to know. Before I make my argument, I want to know what Mo thinks. Who do you think overall has done a better job, considering where Liverpool came from when Klopp took over to where he's leaving them at the job? Where do you think? Who do you think's done a better job overall, based on resources, based on everything? Who do you think's done a better job?
Pep Guardiola. I'm telling you
The
why.
treble, man, is
I'll
gone.
tell you why.
No one's ever won 5
Yes,
trophies in
Pep Guardiola spent
1 year.
less money. Sorry, Pep Guardiola spent more money and Klopp spent less money. Yes, Liverpool were coming from maybe a bad spell or something like that. But the way Pep Guardiola coached the City team and the way they approached games, right? And the way you are going to every game knowing that City are favorites to win the game. You literally can watch the highlights of Man City games and not miss a thing about the game. You know that Man City will go the game, dominate the game, and be the best team on the pitch. You know that Man City, if they get beat, most likely it will be on the counter-attacks. Unless it's against Liverpool, which is fair to Jurgen Klopp. He plays a completely different brand of football than everyone else in the world. But that's not my barometer. My barometer is you against the other 16, 17 games. That's exactly what it is. My point is, you say pound for pound, but at the end, actually, the number of trophies Pep won, including the cups, I don't rate the FA Cups and the Carabao Cups. But the way he dominates, let me finish, Hamza, please. The way he dominated the league, the way he made English football his. And also, there's one more thing about Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola changed English football forever. He changed the world football. You go down to the championship now, and you go.
He's agreeing with you, Hamza. What's going on?
Wait, Hamza. Let me, because my next point is very important. You go down to the championship. He influenced everything in the league. That you watch some games in the championship, you see, Hamza, let me that next point. You watch one game in the championship, majority of the teams, some of them try to play position-based football. You go to the games in the championship and you see one team dominate position, the other team is defending. You know that Pep Guardiola influenced the whole of English football. And everyone said that you won't be able to play that brand of football in England. But he made the league want to play that brand of football to be able to compete with him, and he's doing it better. As Hussam says, these are not my words, these are Hussam's words. Everyone wants to be Pep, but Pep is doing it better than everyone else.
Well, listen,
but the one thing you've answered partially, you've answered a different question there, because Mohamed Salah is saying Pep's influence, where he took City from, and where he's leaving City if he leaves, and Klopp, where he took Liverpool from, and where he's leaving. He's not talking about the broader stuff about changing the world game and changing. That's something, but that's not his question. And look, for me,
I believe
Pep's
that was part of the question. That was part of the question because he did.
I don't.
He
Okay,
said
Mohammed,
which one
but-
is
but
the
The thing
best
is, I
Sorry, you-
wouldn't,
you-
I wouldn't, I wouldn't ever at any point question Pep Guardiola's influence on football in general, because even though I don't think he's the greatest manager of all time, I think he is by far the most influential manager of all time. I think no manager, not Johan Cruyff, I don't think anyone has influenced, because even Johan Cruyff, he influenced the bigger teams. He influenced only the big teams could implement what he was trying to do. But every single team, Accrington Stanley, Oldham, even teams that semi-professional
Croydon
teams,
FC.
even semi-professional teams are trying to implement what Pep Guardiola has been doing over the last decade plus, right? That's not the question. My question is, who's done an overall better job considering the circumstances and the resources they had? And
Pep
I
Guardiola for
will,
me. I said that.
even though
Can I add one more point, Salah, because people misunderstand me? One of the reasons I'm saying that because Klopp is unlucky.
He's unlucky, yeah.
Well, listen,
It's very
I just
reason why 3 Champions League finals, Mo Salah getting injured for the filthy Sergio Ramos doing that to
and
his shoulder.
Karius and Karius.
Could have been. Karius isn't our, like, I'm not gonna say that because Karius made mistakes, but Mo Salah literally was subject to a nasty tackle by Sergio Ramos. Him losing the league twice by 1 point, as good as it testament for Pep Guardiola to win it by 1 point, it's also testament to how good Jurgen Klopp is to keeping up with that machine with less resources. If Jurgen Klopp was luckier, I might have changed mine, but the facts are, at the end, in 10 years, Pep Guardiola dominated the Premier League.
again, bro, you're answering a different question. I'm talking about impact. And
when I answered the impact, you said it's a different question.
Okay,
when I answered the facts, you said no.
But
What do you
Mo,
want me to do?
can I make my point now?
But do you agree
Let
he
me
has had more impact in English football than
Well,
Hamza,
You agree
yeah.
with that?
He wants
yes,
the statement out there.
No, just
He
say.
wants it out there.
Hamza, no ad libs, please.
No.
Let me just
Has Pep influenced English football more than Klopp? Yes or no?
100%.
Yes.
He's influenced world
That's
football more than Klopp.
There you are.
Yeah, cool.
No, but I don't think people want to do Gengen pressing. People are
That's
trying
not
to
my
get
point.
to the back.
That's not my.
People
I'm not
trying
arguing
to
with you.
do
You're arguing with yourself here. by the way.
What does that mean?
That's
People. What does that mean? People don't want to do it. What does that mean?
No,
People don't want
it's
to do it. Like,
Hamza's
it's
argument.
It's a
Like,
tactic. It's a
He's
tactic.
gonna.
Mo,
It doesn't mean
Yo,
anything.
Right.
It's like-
If you let him speak for
I
2
tell you
more
why.
minutes, he'll counter that
I'll
point
tell you
himself.
why. I tell you
but
why.
hold-
Go on.
Hamza,
Let him talk.
just
Let him talk.
one.
No, please. I want him to
Okay, let me-
contradict
let me
himself.
just say-
Hamza, carry on. Please explain.
I'll let you know. Before he
Go on.
came here, statistically, there's a fact here. Wherever he's gone, he's changed football. He's gone to Barcelona. He made the greatest team ever.
This
The
isn't the
national
question,
team
though.
thrived and won the World Cup because of his guys. Yeah, he won the World Cup. Spain won the World Cup because of Barcelona 9 guys. Then he went to Germany. Germany were bottle jobs for how many years? Since the 1990s.
I've heard this one on Space before.
One second.
Germany won the World
Then
Cup.
they
because
won the World
Klopp
Cup
and
whilst he was there
That's the
because
argument. I know that.
Bayern, a lot of his players were Bayern players, and he transformed them. He comes to England. All England does is we chant so much about it's
So
coming home,
because
but it's
Pep
never
is in the
coming home.
league, the teams are
And
winning
it's the
World
first
Cups.
time in history. It's
That's
first
not even
time
an
in
argument.
true.
How are we
That's
talking
true.
about
England
Klopp's
goes to the
overall achievement?
final.
I don't get it.
No,
How did we
one
get
second,
to that?
one second. He influenced not only
You're
Man
making a
City.
point that is so irrelevant to the
One second,
conversation.
let me finish. Not only
Why?
influenced-
It's
no,
not. It's
only-
relevant.
No, because I need to drill that on you because so that you respect him. That he influenced not only Man City, he influenced the whole country how to play. When he leaves this country, I believe, when he leaves England,
Whoa.
yeah, in 2050, they'll still play pep ball. Pep ball. They'll still
Okay,
play the
Hamza.
game from the back. Because
Hamza.
he will leave here a legacy that I've never witnessed Ferguson do that. Never seen
Okay.
Wenger do that. Never seen any other manager do that. But he doesn't get the credit because it's Man City. Give him the credit. What more
This
is saying?
isn't this isn't the question though, Hamza. Listen, as a Liverpool fan, I just want to say, because I know that Mo Salah said that I was going to feel differently. Unfortunately, I don't. Okay, because ultimately, I understand what your question is. You're saying, well, from point A to point B, where Klopp started at point A, where Pep started from point A, and where Pep is at point B when he leaves, and where Klopp is at point B, who did a better job to transform the culture and the actual club itself? Did Klopp have a far worse starting lineup? Yes. Was Klopp far more underfunded? Yes. Has Klopp completely transformed? Maybe we have a bigger stadium. We have a new training center. We went from being sponsored by Warrior to New Balance to Nike. We literally hopped the branding fucking tree. Like, come on, seriously, Warrior? Who was sponsored by Warrior? And then then we went to New Balance, which is just a knockoff Adidas, and now we're with Nike, which is like the holy grail. But ultimately, my big argument here is that people love to shoehorn this whole resources thing with Pep. And my argument to that is just going to be, okay, but if resources were everything, then tell me, why is Chelsea sucking? Why is it that the teams with the most money are not always the ones who are the best? The simple fact of the matter is that
that's that
But
resources
but
aren't
that's 'cause Man
they aren't the
because
be all
Man
and end
City
all.
were already
Resources plus intelligence is what makes
exactly.
Yes.
That's what Man City were already. You're forgetting before Klopp came, Man City had already won 2 Premier Leagues. So you've already
100%.
got that foundation. You've already got that foundation of Yaya Toure and Sergio Aguero and David Silva. And and I've always said Man City are the best run club in the world. Credit to Pep. He's obviously influenced that as well. But it's just when I see the job that Jurgen Klopp has done, he's had to replace all 11 players plus the entire squad. You look at the youth that are coming through, the minimal resources compared to what Man City have had to get 100 points multiple times, to lose the league by 1 point multiple times, to get to 3 Champions League finals, more Champions League finals than Pep Guardiola in that time, by the way, and to keep up with Manchester City every single year with limited resources, taking a team from literally mid-table, consistently mid-table for God knows how long, and making them what they are. Now, there was a point where Liverpool and Manchester City were the 2 best teams in the world without a shadow of a doubt, right? Hamza, move, bro.
Still are the 2 best in the world without a shadow of a doubt.
They were the 2 best teams without a shadow of a doubt, but the only difference was Klopp did it with less resources. Klopp had to bring players like Sadio Mane from Southampton, Firmino from Hoffenheim,
Robertson
Van
is the
Dijk
biggest
from
example, in my
Southampton,
opinion.
and he had to build
5 million from Hull
differently.
It's the biggest
and
example.
not on the back of Mancini's team, who were already a Champions League team and already Premier League champions. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's why I think overall Klopp has done a better job, because he's done more with less, and he's taken Man City he's taken Liverpool within 1 point consistently. This Liverpool team with these resources have no business competing with Manchester City. They have no business competing with Manchester
I
City.
don't know about that, but
I'd like to answer the question from my way. If you look purely at trophies, then it's hard to go against the opinion that Pep has achieved more, because he has. If you go against influence on European football, English football, world football, again, Pep takes it. But if you ask me, if we could do it all over again, who would I want as Liverpool manager? I would choose Jurgen Klopp, because where we came from, the feeling that he's given me about the team.
We already know Guardiola doesn't like the grind. Pep Guardiola handpicks his jobs to make sure he's in the perfect situation. We already know that.
Yeah.
We already know that. And Jurgen Klopp's different.
The team that we constructed. Look, I think the best team that I've ever seen play Premier League football was Pep Centurions. I think that's the best team. But that doesn't mean that I would swap that team for my team. The team that Klopp created, with Salah, Bobby, and Mane up front, Virgil at the back, that's my team. That's the best team, the best Liverpool team I've ever seen play football. And for me, that's what's most important, because professional sport is about winning trophies, but it's also about if it was only about winning trophies, then the only team, everyone else would always complain apart from the one team that wins, right? And maybe that does happen, but football it should be more than just about winning a trophy. When you were supporting Man City going to Gillingham, Hamza, you said you've changed, but you didn't do that with a view to one day I'm going to win the Champions League. You did it because you enjoyed it for some reason, right? Even if it was cold and rainy and the pies were crap or whatever, it meant something to you. When kids take when dads take their kids to the football or their daughters to the football, that means something. It's not just about winning the game. It's so much more than that. Sorry, maybe I'm getting about my high horse a little bit, but you know what I mean.
I think
it's too black and white to just talk about. We won more and therefore I would always pick Klopp.
Same.
Maybe I'm stupid for that.
I think Klopp's an incredible manager. What he's done is but I think what Pepper's done, this is unreal. Like breaking records. 100 points, quadruple, yeah, quintuple, trebles, thumping on Madrid's, thumping on Bayern Munich's, destroying football heritage. That Klopp just dunked that Madrid team 4-1. He
But
dunks
Hamza,
them 5-1.
Pep, but
Humiliates. He
but
humiliates Madrid.
the
Fiorentino Perez goes, this is our worst humiliation that I've ever witnessed in Madrid. Fiorentino Perez, that you all respect to the heritage.
the only
Guys,
the,
goes
the
to
only
the
the only
final,
real argument
no
here
way.
though, Hamza,
Guys,
is
I
that
need
is
Brings
to,
the
that Pep.
trouble, and he
Yeah,
brings.
go ahead,
He
Mo.
makes it. People pray. Look at this Mo Boxer. People are praying for him to leave. I've never had people say, "Oh my God, I pray that Klopp leaves one day." People are not doing that. People are praying this league. I go when is Pep leaving? I can't wait for Pep to leave. I'm thinking, God, goodness sake, why didn't you focus on your prayers? Why are you praying
Yeah,
for my manager?
but
to
Hamza,
leave?
people,
That's
people,
what he's
people
done.
did that.
That's what I think.
People,
This guy has
but
done a
people
great
did that for
achievement.
Fergie as
Just need to
well.
ask the
People
rivals.
did that for Ferguson. People did that for Ferguson as well. People couldn't wait until Ferguson left,
Yes,
and he was there
that's
a
what I
lot
think.
longer.
That's what I think. I think you listen. The most important thing in Liverpool heritage is to win. I think that what he's delivered is just unlucky. Klopp has been with. If Klopp had any other manager, he would have roasted this league. And I think he's so unlucky. I'll be honest with you. He's so unlucky. He had the greatest manager that he had to fight for. And I give credit to Klopp. I give credit. And that's why I say the rivalry between Klopp and Pep was mad. It's mad. It's not the 8-2 beating of Arsenal, Man United, or 6-0, whatever. These guys went toe-to-toe to the last game of the season twice. And now look what Klopp is doing, the same thing.
but it won't be remembered unless he wins the league this year. Let me do the super chat because it
He'll
actually
always be
echoes.
remembered. Okay, you go.
I'll tell you why it won't, but I think thank you guys. W is in the chat. Ola Curran. I don't know how to thank you. Absolutely magnificent,
up, Curran.
fantastic super chat.
Wow. Thank you so
Big
much.
super chat, biggest
magnificent.
support of the channel. Thank you so much. He's saying, Mo, I don't care what people rate Klopp, but he is the man who put my mid-table team to the title contender. Exactly what Mo Salah just said. Where they stand. Win us the Prem in 30 years. Champions League, 3 finals, 2 times behind City with 1 point. Imagine being us. History not keen on him. I
Unless
don't
we
know
win it
that
this
last
year.
part.
Unless we win it this year. If we win it this year, everything changes.
Oh no, I hope you don't
Yes.
win it this year. God forbid. No way. I can't stand Liverpool.
I'm not, hold on.
God
Kieran
forbid.
is a
Yo, Hamza,
Kieran
you
is
bet,
a
yo, Hamza, if
Liverpool.
you let
Wait,
Liverpool win this league title,
Salah,
I'll never forgive you. I'll never
Mo,
let you live it down.
Mo,
Or every
God
year you
forbid.
put me in a
guys,
fresh
guys,
Arsenal.
please, guys. I'm not getting this. The super chat is rating Klopp. He's a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
Liverpool
but
fan,
why
yeah.
history not keen on him? I'm not getting that.
Because people
Because I guess
people
he's-
will always
he's
look at
only-
the trophy case.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
because he's
that's what
only
you
got
need.
And
he's only
that's
got one Premier League.
thank you, Kerem, for this. But that brings my point. The problem with this is that Liverpool fans will always remember Jurgen Klopp. He actually, I was listening to the Guardian today, the thing that they did Monday about Jurgen Klopp leaving, and the journalist, the correspondent for the Guardian in Liverpool, he was talking about how Jurgen Klopp changed the mentality of a whole fan base. He changed the mentality of a whole club. He cares about the cook. He cares about the people that
He's a
open the
nice guy.
gate. He cares about everyone. And he said, it's unbelievable when you see the man work in real life. You cannot just say that he hasn't done a good job. He absolutely changed everything. He changed the wage structure of the youth teams at Liverpool. Same for
2
Pep.
million.
The
But
culture.
the difference is Jurgen Klopp doesn't have what Pep has behind him. So I agree. For Liverpool, he will always be remembered. But I'm telling you from experience, if Liverpool don't win this league title and Man City win it, and Liverpool and Klopp leaves, in 10 years, this will be remembered as Pep's era. He will really be remembered as
Oh,
the
no,
guy that
100%,
challenged
bro.
Pep.
Again,
Already Pep's
Mo,
era.
we're not disagreeing. Again, I was just
Exactly.
talking about it from a conversational standpoint, because that's why we do these things. We
I
come on here to
actually,
have
if you
conversations,
ask,
you know what I'm trying to
if
say?
you ask me, and I'm an Inter fan, right? If you ask me, who would you want tomorrow to coach your team? I'll tell you, I'd want Pep.
Oh, I'm taking
Pep,
Klopp all day long.
I'll tell
I'm
you
taking
why.
Klopp every single
Yeah,
day.
he
of the
gave
week.
me that.
That's why you support Napoli and I support Inter, because actually, if Pep Guardiola comes to Inter, I know for a fact, based on the history and based on how I'm watching Pep, that did he get upset? No, he didn't get upset. He's come back. I actually know that I will be winning the league, dominating the league. Jurgen Klopp won't guarantee you this. He won't.
But the thing is that Pep wouldn't have done shit with the team that Klopp inherited, though. Like that's the point that I think
But
that
you
I have to
signed
make.
players as well. I actually believe that if Pep got Mo Salah he would have won Ballon d'Or by now. I'm not saying anything about Pep, but Klopp did amazing job with Mohamed Salah. I actually believe that Mohamed Salah would have even been the best player in the history of Manchester City. Jurgen Klopp did wonders with him. Jurgen Klopp is a fantastic, the different, and I'm gonna keep saying this. If Jurgen Klopp will probably guarantee you to reach a Champions League final or something. He did it with Dortmund. He was unlucky versus a mighty Bayern Munich. He did it for Liverpool. Pep Guardiola is learning his way into Champions Leagues and stuff. He won it with Messi before. Jurgen Klopp knows how to manage individual games, plus creating a system. But Pep Guardiola creates the best system out there to win your league titles. The guy only came third once in his first year in England. Once came third. And listen, it is a conversation. But I have to say that my opinion doesn't make it a fact. This is all subjective. It's all subjective.
Someone record that. Someone clip that bit. Where he
And
said,
you know what?
My opinion.
And you know what?
Because at the end, nobody. Listen, it's all. If you ask all, if you ask Liverpool, I want to do a couple of super chats. If you ask any Liverpool fan, they will tell you I want Klopp. Probably if you we literally have 2 Liverpool fans that say Klopp and a Napoli fan that say Klopp. So you're chatting shit. Anyway, let me do this super chat. Kieran, thank you so much for the massive donation for the channel. That's not even a question. Pep came into a winning team.
No, I was gonna say, from history suggests that Klopp would have never taken that Liverpool job to begin with anyway, because the resources weren't available. They weren't already a superpower team. Klopp doesn't take those kind of jobs.
I won't
Klopp
disagree
doesn't like
with
the
that.
grind. We know that. We know Klopp doesn't want to build a team from the bottom. He wants a team that's already a champion that he can have unlimited funds with and then go from there. That's literally all it is, and we know that. That's factual information.
Yeah, I know. Can I read the super chat? That's not even a question. Pep came into a winning team. Klopp had to build a winning team, of course, with less money and won the Champions League. Why can't England win the World Cup? Well, they reached as far as they can in Euros and a World Cup.
What I will say, though, but also, what I will say in Pep's defense, if you want to call it, Pep did build a winning team because he took that winning team that he inherited, he won with them, and he's used that to then win more.
Yeah, he built
Pep has also built a winning team, but he started from a winning team as well.
It's easy to transition. It's easy to transition from Yaya Toure to Kevin De Bruyne and from Sergio Aguero to Erling Haaland.
Bro, he scored 100 points in a season without a striker.
Carroll and what's it called? Flanagan and those guys there. It's kind of.
But though Flanagan never won the league. Flanagan never won the league. You know about Tim Kelly and all that. It doesn't matter. So Pep Guardiola, at the end of the day, listen. Pep Guardiola gave my football club a trophy that I never thought everyone was against it. And he gave me...
Come on, I did the best. Liverpool finish here, the champions. Istanbul is Liverpool, man. Yeah. City. That's it. We've taken over.
Oh, no. You're not going to go there and... You're not going to go there and say that your achievement was greater than beating that AC Milan team being down 3-0 after the first half.
It was a penalty. I don't care. Good story.
Just no. I'm not going to allow you to go to the
question of this show because we have to end the show. Queen Nadra saying Diaz or Doku?
Yes.
Doku.
I mean,
Diaz. Doku.
It's simple. Guys in the chat, there is still about 350 of you here. Diaz or Doku? And be honest, please.
Diaz, man.
Diaz or Doku?
Diaz showed me 6 good months when he signed from January to that summer. Since then, he's not been nowhere near that level. I think he's been there for 2.5 years now. Well, no, sorry, exactly.
Doku has been.
I respect Diaz. I think Diaz because
Diaz that first half of the season
hasn't showed us a lot at all.
The second half from January till the end of the season that year. The year that Mane won the African Cup of Nations and he scored all of those goals in the second half of the season. That half of the season where Mane plays up the middle and Diaz was coming in from the left, that half of the season, Diaz was absolutely unplayable. He was ridiculous. But then he's been nowhere near that level over the last year and a half. Like he's been nowhere near that, in my opinion. And Doku, it's the same. I mean, we're gonna need to see more.
He
from
also had a
Doku.
major injury, but yeah.
It's a weird question because we haven't. I still don't think we've seen enough for Doku. But
Yeah.
Diaz, the
6 months.
last year and a half, he's flattered to achieve. Mo said it absolutely correct. The first 6 months, he was brilliant, and since then, he's never quite reached that same level.
Yeah, listen, people. This has been absolutely one of the best shows we've done on this channel. Almost 2 hours with brilliant panel. Of course, Salat, Hamza, Rak, Mike Das, of course, the great, of course, Winter Surfer was here with us. People, we are 9 likes away from 300 likes. Can you believe that? 300 likes on a stream, guys.
How
9
about this?
likes
We're
away.
not leaving until we get to 300 likes. How about that?
300 likes,
We're staying right
people.
here. Make sure you look like it. We're staying. We're sleeping here today. We're protesting. Get to
Just
300 likes right now.
guys,
We're not
underneath
going
the live
nowhere.
chat, and I want to give a shout out to the people that actually supported the channel. Jaya, Faraz, Jayfin, absolutely brilliant, and Karen. To be honest, absolutely supporting the channel massively today. Karen, thank you so much. And his super chats created conversations, and I love that. Every super chat that was chatted here created a conversation. Absolutely magnificent. Queen Nadra, of course, supporting Ashraf, Ashraf, of course, supporting the channel. Of course, absolutely fantastic. Muhammad Salad super chatted us, and Mina Sidhum as well. So thank you for everybody that supported the channel. Guys, 4 likes away. You're almost there. Who's live so we can redirect to them?
I just liked it, so
You didn't like it beforehand. Oh, you're a fraud.
I forgot.
It's hard to when you're on the stream, you forget about it completely. Yeah.
Anyway, people.
Even me, when you remind me, I'll do it.
Thank you so much for everybody that joined us. We're 3 like. I know that you guys will like the video before you
like.
go.
Relax. Let me like and unlike. See if it refreshes. Like.
Just remember, there's
No,
only
you
one Connor
literally
Bradley,
unliked,
people.
and it showed in front of me.
I'm sorry. I liked again.
People, turn on your notification bell because tomorrow afternoon, 1:30 UK time, we have Carefree Lewis and Hussam. This is gonna be madness. This show is gonna be madness. Carefree Lewis and Hussam. It will be absolutely madness, people. Support the channel. Thank you so much, people, for joining us.
Oh, 303.
303. And
listen,
top show, even with Hamza. Guys, Hamza is absolutely, I don't get it. Hamza is absolutely amazing. And I don't, Hamza sometimes waffles, but actually sometimes Hamza says very good opinions.
No,
and he creates
honestly speaking, Hamza,
just
I'm not
love my
told you this
club,
face to
man.
face.
I
I
love
genuinely, yo guys, I genuinely love Hamza, man. Wallahi, genuinely, someone that brings so much joy and happiness. That smile, I hope that never leaves you. You know what I'm trying to say? You can say whatever you want, and I will always just have so much love for you. You know what I'm trying to say?
Hold on.
You're an incredible human being, and I love you.
We
From the bottom of
aren't,
my heart, Hamza,
we
man. I love
aren't
you
ending
genuinely.
the show, people, because people keep sending questions.
Oy.
Super chats, and I have
Nadra, come on.
Nadra and JG Ashraf is saying yes. Nadra is saying start, sell, bench, Gerard, Lampard, Scholes. People,
Start Lampard.
listen, if you want to
bench
support the
Scholes,
channel
or
and send
Gerrard.
a super chat, I'm here for it. If you want to support the channel and send a question in the super chat, I'm here for it. I'm gonna start with Mike Das. Sell, start, bench.
I'm gonna start Connor Bradley. No,
Answer it, please.
So I'm gonna go with. Listen, I'm gonna be a little shameless here, and I'm gonna use Paul Scholes' words to his own demise. He said himself that he can't do what Gerrard does, and I'm a Liverpool fan, and I'm never gonna go against my number 8. So Gerrard's gonna be starting. Scholes is gonna be on the bench. And I'm sorry, Frank Lampard, but I'm just gonna have to sell you because I just don't like you. You went from Chelsea to Man City. Come on, dude. What kind of homage are you paying to your old club by going to the biggest and the best and leaving your blues to a baby
No,
blue?
I mean,
you left royal blue to baby blue. Just
at the time, Chelsea was still. I mean, at the time, Man City was still little babies, and he was just trying to help raise the statue.
Whatever.
No,
and then he went to NYFC. Screw him. Screw him.
He signed for New York. Their New York club.
Yeah,
and
New York
I
FC.
don't think their team weren't playing at the time, so he went to Man City for 6 months before. So it was got a bit
Screw him.
messy.
Salad, your turn.
Start Lampard, bench Scholes, sell Steven Gerrard.
Shit. No, you're not serious, are you?
I'm 100% serious.
Oh
I don't have the energy to argue. Right?
I'm 100% serious. Are you crazy? I grew up watching Frank Lampard. You nuts? And I'm not selling Paul Scholes because Paul Scholes is one of the most composed, incredible midfielders of all time. Steven Gerrard was just a little bit of a jack of all trades. You know what I'm trying to say? Couple of long range hitting hopes in finals, big moments. You know what I'm trying to say?
Sure, that's all he was. That's all he was.
Disrespect, Rack. Your turn.
Do you know what it was? He was a passion merchant. Rah! Captain's armband, leader. Cool. Take it. Hold that. But you can sell it, you know.
Look, it's going to come as no surprise that Gerrard will start. For me, I'd pick Scholes, and yeah, I'd sell Lampard. Gerrard just had so much more to his overall game, and you can describe that as being a jack of all trades and master of none. I get that, but none of the other two gave you anything defensively. You could put Steven Gerrard a right back in the Champions League final against a fresh Serginho, and he would lock him down. So you can't say that about any of the other guys. And yeah, that's it. Anyway,
guys in the chat, we still have 300 people here. Guys in the chat, let me know who would you start and sell and bench. Hamza, your turn.
As one the hardest question always. This because I watch all of them.
And Hamza's answer is Yaya Toure.
Yeah, I was just about to say he's gonna answer Rodri. I was just about to say he's gonna answer Rodri.
I think
You mean Baby Zidane?
Take out the trophy. Gerrard had a major impact. He's a good player, fantastic. He's just unlucky that I'm sorry that he was so loyal and he stayed at Liverpool. Like, unfortunately, a lot like players like McManaman, Owen, they left and went to Madrid or whatever. He could have done the same, but he loved that Liverpool Football Club so much.
Steven Gerrard's not even
at one
Liverpool's
point,
best
he nearly
midfielder.
left for Chelsea, and then I'll take him. Thing is, Scholes is a great player, fantastic. How can I do this, man? I'm sorry, United
That's the
fans.
whole point. If I give you,
Sorry, United fans. I would have taken
Hamza,
another
you
day.
must have been asked this question before. This is not the first time you've ever been posed this question. Come on.
I've given different answers. I give different
He's
answers.
giving different answer based on the channel and the content, but this is a neutral
shameless.
channel, so
Listen,
he's
I'm
now
shameless, well,
he's have
well,
to
I'm
answer it how it is.
I'm
Hamza, I need to
shameless.
I need
If
to
you
get
wanna
sleep,
catch
man.
me up,
Honestly.
Yes,
Yeah,
Hamza,
that's
Hamza,
true.
answer it because I'll need to finish.
I'll say Lampard because Scholes never played the Champions League final except the one in Russia. But that in Barcelona and Munich, he was suspended in Keane. That one, I don't know how to do. But Lampard, man, I'll tell you why I take Lampard, yeah? I know you guys, we don't rate it. The guy scores, he's a goal hanger. He'll get you that goals, that little tap in, whatever it is. Balls lands in the box. I want that, smash and grab. And I'll take Lampard. I know, I hate Scholes was such a great player. Not to say Scholes wasn't. But today is a different answer. But ask me tomorrow.
No, I'll start Lampard for sure. I'll bench Gerrard and I'll definitely sell both Scholes. And I don't think actually Scholes is the same level as them at all. I would start Lampard for the
That's
goals.
why you're an Inter Milan fan. And with that, we're gonna end the show.
Yes, Ashraf, thank you so much. He was joking. Hamza, we love Hamza. Absolutely, guys, absolutely brilliant. We're out of here, people.